Okay, and three, two, one. We are live. Okay, so the walls are covered in dry blood, and the lighting is very, very dim in this underground prison that we find ourselves in today. Kira Velinor, you are in a temporary holding cell under the town of Swinford. You've been captured by the dwarves of Swinford and thrown into this cell just last night. You haven't seen your dogs. You just kind of woke up in this cell with your head pounding. It really hurts. And there's no one else in this cell with you. There's a bit of hay and like a chamber pot, but nothing else. You've seen one dwarven guard patrolling the corridor, and you notice the black chest plate with the symbol of a black snake and a hammer. You're kind of coming to a little bit when the door opens and a different dwarven guard throws in a man you recognize, Kedrin Omgison. Um, Kedrin, you're tossed into this cell as well, and he throws you in. Roll me a dexterity or balance check of 4 not to fall over.
Got a 11.
Yeah, you manage to balance yourself as this guy tosses you in aggressively. He closes the door behind, chuckles, and locks the door with his key that he places on his right waist.
Hello. Fancy to find you here.
A long time no see.
Yeah. So
Ah,
what happened?
yeah. So Lady Windfury died, and
Oh, okay. That's
we're being accused for her murder.
that wasn't part of the plan.
Nope. And what's even more not part of the plan is we didn't even kill her. Something random happened that we're not aware of.
Oh my. Okay.
And yeah, we're stuck here.
Well, that sucks. I was out looking for Elisha berries after I left you guys, and these dwarves came and they're like, "Hey, you were at the temple," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was." And then they're like, "You're friends," and then I'm like, "Okay." So I followed them, and then they threw me in the jail. So I
Classic
don't.
dwarves, man. Don't worry. I got +5 severing dwarves now, so we're gonna
Oh,
get them.
okay. All right. So first plan of action, I guess, is to find a way out.
Yeah. Well, while we're here, can you heal me?
Oh, I don't know. I think they took my staff away.
Yeah, they took all of your weapons away. They left you with your armor and your clothes on, but they kind of searched you. They've taken your bags away, and they put them in these locked chests. But you don't remember exactly where they were. Your vision was a little hazy.
Can I
Kedron, you remember better than Kira.
Yeah.
can I roll on having concealed one of my daggers?
Yes, that would be a sleight of hand or a stealth roll.
Stealth roll.
You can
Okay.
roll me a. Well, you can roll against me. I'm gonna roll against you.
I rolled an 18.
All right, I have a 7. So yeah, you've concealed one of your daggers successfully.
Okay. Perfect.
Cool. I can try to heal, but it won't be anywhere near as effective without my stuff.
Okay, well give it a shot. Anything is better than
All right, and I'm just
unless you hit a
general.
1 and
Yeah,
damage me, but
and I'm a general healing magic.
Yeah, a few hours
So
pass by, and you guys are kind of just twiddling your thumbs around, not doing much.
okay, can I roll investigation on in the cell?
Yeah, no problem.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, with the 19, you notice that this looks like a temporary holding cell. This seems like a place that they wait to transfer prisoners to the lower levels. You've actually heard two of the dwarves discussing this, maybe 5 meters away. Um, and it looks like the people who've been in the cell before, the, judging by the scratch marks on the wall and kind of the disarrayed arrangement of the hay, it seems like the people in here have panicked before you in this room.
Okay.
A dwarf approaches and unlocks the door again. This one, he looks actually a little bit friendly, and he looks at the two of you and says, "All right, you two, it's time to bring you down to the lower levels. Please cooperate. I, I don't want to. I don't want to have to throw you in with the others who haven't."
What happens if we don't?
Well, you'll see very quickly what will happen if you don't cooperate.
Is he the only guard in sight?
There's somebody else behind as well. You guys have no weapons, just so we're clear. They have two battle
Yeah.
axes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So they each have a pair of cuffs that they're bringing towards your wrists. Kedron, you notice that your pair of cuffs is a little different. It's got like kind of like a blue gemstone inside of it.
Oh no. I guess it's like to disable magic.
Anti-magic.
Yeah.
So they place the cuffs over your wrists. Do you guys resist?
No.
No, I can't resist.
Okay.
We'll die.
Yeah, Kedron, you have the cuffs on you, and yeah, indeed, you feel your magic kind of ebb away a little bit as these cuffs close in around your wrists. And Kira, with you, they actually did not think to place any magical restraint on you. They only put a physical one. All right, come with me. We'll be going down this way. And they kind of attach a chain to your wrists as they walk you down the hallway. They bring you down a long staircase into a lower level. As you pass by a few cells, you notice strange things. Some of the cells don't seem to be as hospitable as the one that you're in. You pass by one and you notice two people just hanging off of these long chains attached to the wall. These are much taller cells than the previous ones. Basically, they're just hanging off these chains. They have no freedom to walk or do anything, and they seem quite miserable and dehydrated. They bring you down another level, and then they enter you into a sort of lift. They close the door, and the nice-looking dwarf looks at you guys and says, "This will be quite a while." He activates a small lever, and a chain mechanism system lowers you guys down maybe for 20 minutes. This lift is going deeper and deeper underground.
Oh god.
The lift stops, and he opens up the gate, revealing a long set of winding hallways that he leads you through until you enter a huge giant dome-shaped room with several cells inside of it. You're counting maybe 100 to 150 prison cells with prisoners arguing and talking, and you hear some moaning, and you hear some fights going on as well. As they bring you to one of the cells on the side, open up the door, and toss you in. This is a much larger cell than the previous one you were in. It's quite dark in here. There are two people in this cell. One of them looks like a dwarven old man, and he's in the corner, and he's kind of like, he has like this wooden bowl, and he's kind of like scratching it inside of it. Looks like maybe he's eating something out of it. He looks quite disheveled. And on the other side, you see a man dressed in a jester's outfit, kind of sitting in the corner. He's got his jester hat kind of over his eyes. It looks like he's sleeping. And they close the door and they lock it. And they say, "Enjoy your stay." And they walk away. So,
Well, this is no fun.
So what do you guys do?
I guess we'll make nice.
All right. Well, I get woken up by the siren alarm. My eyes slowly open, and I see. I guess I see Kira in there. I don't know who Kendron is. I've never seen this man before in my life, or woman. I don't know.
Yeah, Kendron, you want to give a physical description of what you look like?
So, I'm a relatively older monk. I'm bald. Pretty well built, and I usually carry a big staff around with me, but they have taken that away from me.
Okay, and Fukur, what do you look like?
I just look like a worn down jester, obviously retired. My clothes are noticeably even dirtier and disgusting. It smells at this point. It's disgusting. Uh, my face makeup is all worn down. I just look like an absolute trash ball. But yeah, do I still have my any of my stuff? Like, do I have my
You can
my
roll
loot?
to have concealed something. I doubt they would have kept let you keep your loot in prison.
Yeah, I'll try to maybe like I lose my dagger.
Okay, so roll me a 14.
Just give me a second.
Either dexterity, sleight of hand, something like that.
Oh, I got a 9.
No, so they confiscated your daggers. They confiscated everything from you. You've got nothing.
Anyways, I jump up and I'm like, Kira, I haven't seen you in
Fukur,
so long.
what are you doing here?
Oh, it is a very long story, and I don't know if you want me to, if you want to get bored by it, but I could definitely tell it.
Go ahead. We have nothing better to do.
Do you guys sit down like on the floor?
Yeah.
Like two kids.
We both sit in front of him.
I do admit I tell it better with my loot, but unfortunately, the given circumstances prevents me from really giving you a show here. Well, I don't know if you remember the last time we saw each other. It was about 2 months ago in those sewers. Do you remember that? Smelled like shit in there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So basically, that smell of shit really just made me realize that wow, I have not gone to the bathroom in a long time. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna have to run to the tavern, maybe grab a quick beer and go to the bathroom because I knew that you guys were just wobbling about whether or not I had to go one way or another, and I got kind of bored. So yeah, as I was running to the tavern, I got run into by a courier. Courier. I don't know. Courier.
A career.
words are just made up, so I can say them however I want. Yeah. So and it turned out to be a letter from my old friend Marilis Croy. Ever heard of him? Obviously, the Lord of Deja was interested in my services again. As you may recall, I used to work for him.
We do recall.
Yes,
You've mentioned it a couple of times.
Yeah, just a couple times. Whatever. I know the Lord of Deja, not a big deal. Yeah. So turns out he needed my services again. Obviously, as he granted my freedom, I'm forever in debt in his debt. But this was a very particular task. I know he hasn't contacted me in a long time, so I was particularly interested by what he had written down for me. Turns out the drug trade has really gone on the increase. Obviously, you would know Kira, having been raised in that whole situation. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Apparently, he got a tip that one of the most world-renowned kingpins was located in Brocklewhite Town, Castle Brocklewhite Town. Sorry, yeah, it's a mouthful. And turns out Senior Schneef is his name.
Nice.
Yes, the region-renowned kingpin. So basically, I was tasked on taking this guy down. Obviously, being very good at investigation, intimidation, and just all overall sneaking, as you can see on my character sheet. I was a perfect man for the job, so I had taken it with open arms. I kind of put the order to fall on the back burner and really concentrate on this. Obviously, I did not expect it to take this long, but long story short, I got caught up in some gang wars back in Castle Brockway Town. Nothing I haven't been through before. Just trying to take down the biggest kingpin in North Deja, not a big deal.
Of course.
Anyways, my investigation took me on a long adventure. I killed half the drug traffickers in the town to find out where he was, but no information came out of it. Really, everybody kept their mouth shut there. But finally, I had gotten a tip a couple weeks back that he had moved out of the city and a little more south. I was on my way to. Oops, sorry, I cut off right there. I was on my way down, and as I was walking through the beautiful landscape of Deja, I saw this cart coming by. It was obviously a cover for a drug trade cart. So I stopped it, got in a bit of a fight, and then they started running off, and I had to jump on the cart. It was a whole like heist on wheels. Big time plays, just hitting them where they weren't expecting, right in their trafficking, as they say. Anyways, yeah. Turns out we all got stopped by guards. I guess it was outside of the city. I'm not even too sure where we are right now. I was knocked out when I fell off the cart, but woke up here. Uh, Cart chase, I got to say. A little pat on the back right there. But here I am now. Senior Sneef is still out there. So glad to see you, though. You look good.
Yep. Good, great story right here. I quite enjoyed it.
Good. I totally didn't just get drunk in a bar or whatever. That was completely real.
All right.
Okay.
So we got to get out of here.
Yeah. So let's get out of here. Unfortunately, they took all my weapons and my trusty loot. So I'd really like to get that back.
Wait,
I
I have
got an
something for
upgrade,
you.
so.
What about the old man in the corner?
Yeah, the old man in the corner is kind of just like ignoring you guys a little bit, and he's kind of still scratching at the wooden bowl that he's got going on right now. And he says, "It's somewhere in here. I know it's gonna be somewhere in this bowl."
Wait, Fukur.
Yeah, what's up? What you got for me?
I handed Fukur my elvish dagger.
Oh, thanks.
Here's a gift, buddy. I know you're better with daggers than I am, so.
How'd you sneak this thing in?
I don't know, man. They didn't look in my boots. Bunch of losers.
Sick. All right. Well, thank you very much.
So, it's only a +2 dagger, but it's better than nothing.
That is actually better than what my dagger was, so I'll take it.
Like you said, better than nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Kedron, you're kind of like looking at the dwarf a little bit. You notice he's got like a balding head but long hair, like that kind of vibe. He's got like a kind of like a disheveled white beard, and yeah, he's kind of sitting in a weird cross-legged position. His legs are kind of crooked a little bit. He's wearing like a prisoner's garb, and he has like these yellow teeth, most of them missing. And he's kind of scratching aggressively. He's like, "It's somewhere in here, I know."
Okay. So I'm gonna ask him, what's your story?
And he looks up at you and he says, "Behind the woman, next to the man."
Behind the woman and next to the man?
"Yes. That's where he is. That's where he's waiting."
Who is?
For the king, of course. And he gets up and walks over to Fukur and shows him the bowl, and he says, you wouldn't have happened to, picked up some riff from that cart chase you went on?"
Afraid not. I'm not big on the old sniffers.
Do I still have my vials pouch?
Nope. You do not have your vial. It's in your satchel, I believe, so unfortunately not.
Oh yeah, okay, they took all the satchel.
Yeah.
God damn it.
He tosses the bowl aggressively on the ground and it bounces and kind of rolls over to the side. And he says, "By the gods!" And then he runs off towards the wall and just kind of like lies down on the wall a little bit, and as if he's listening to something.
That guy's not gonna be any help.
Yeah.
What's your name, good sir?
He looks back at you and he just mouths out something, but you can't quite hear what he says.
Could you repeat that, buddy?
Yeah, seriously, man. Jeez, first name in your mouth.
He's still holding like his hands on the wall and just kind of like lying down on the wall a little bit, and he turns back and looks at you with these big eyes and he mouths out something again.
All right, I get closer. I'm like, dude, can you just repeat that?
He says it again, but this time you hear something, but it's like It's like you can't quite hear exactly what he said.
I put my ear on the wall as well. I put my hands on it, just just to listen.
You get closer, and as you put your ear on the wall, he lifts a finger, and you see his long yellow nail, and he kind of puts it against the stone of the wall, and then he says, "Buy your bice!" really loudly.
Is that your name?
He looks at you and he says, "That's what my cat calls me."
Sick.
Oh man, nice to meet you, bud.
All right. Well, let's move on from that. What does the gate look like? What does the door look like? What are we looking at here?
It's about 3-inch thick metal bars with a single door opening with a key lock, and there's a dwarven patrol that's walking by. This is different from the one upstairs. Different people. This one is a woman, a large, thick woman, and yeah, she's a dwarven woman carrying a battle hammer. Actually, one of those short hammers on her belt.
How many guards do I see here? Like how many?
You're
What am I
just
seeing?
seeing. You're just seeing the one. You're just seeing this woman. She's kind of walking by right now. Actually, she's inspecting the cell opposite from yours.
Hey, guard, please. Can I just ask you, what am I doing here?
The woman walks over towards your metal gate, pulls out her hammer and slams the gate with her hammer. The gate shakes a little bit, and she says, "No talking." And she starts walking off a little bit.
I'm like, you hear that, buyer bice? No talking, buddy. I'm yelling this, like I'm talking really.
And Buyer Bice gets down on on his on his hands and knees, and he says, "Behind the woman, next to the man. Behind the woman, and next to the man is the king." And he gets up and puts his hands in the air and smiles at you guys.
All right.
Dude, what the hell?
We're taking this guy with us.
Can we try to lockpick the door with the dagger?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Is the chick gone?
Yeah.
All right, I can try lockpicking it, I guess.
Okay. Roll me a 19.
Oh wow.
Solid.
Easy.
I should also say you guys noticed a key on her side. She has a key.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I rolled an 8.
Okay.
So, excuse me, miss, darling,
Roll me charisma.
sweetie. Which one's correct? Okay, charisma. I rolled 7.
You
I
have,
don't want to roll well on that. I don't.
you have points. You have added.
Oh yeah, 7 plus 8 plus
7 plus 8?
no 7 plus. They'd like to take everything. They take like my amulet, like my.
Yes, they took everything.
Okay. All right. Well, it's 8.
It's just 8 total. She looks at you again and she says, "I said no talking."
But
the gate again.
I would love to talk to you, my lady.
She said, "You will be able to talk in an hour at recess."
Okay, well, I don't see why I can't be talking right now. Have you met our friend Byron Bice over here?
Byron
well,
actually cowers in the corner and goes, "Ah! Ah!" and puts his hands up and protects his face.
All right, damn, you're really scaring Byron Bice over here, my lady. Can I at least have your name? Maybe your your digits. I don't know.
Charisma.
Tough rolls,
7,
dude.
yeah. But do I want to roll well? I kind of want her to hate me.
So she says, "You can't get my name, and you. If I were you, I would take a page out of his book." And she points at Firebice. He seems to know what's going on down here. And she turns and walks off slowly.
Can you really teach me though? I don't know what's going on.
She's gone. She lost interest in you.
All right, bye.
You see the guy, someone on the opposite cell from yours. It's actually a tall elf man, and he's kind of holding both cells, and he's alone in that cell. And he says, Glenn Mullen. She's always been a tough spirit.
Galan Mullen.
Sorry, yeah, I wasn't pushed to talk right there. I said the exact same thing. Glenn Mullen, that's a shit name.
Yes.
So,
she was raised on a farm, she told me once.
so how long have you been here to know all that?
Oh, I've been here several years now.
What'd you do?
I can't quite remember. It's been so long ago. Veril, by the way, and he extends his hand out to shake yours, but then slowly retracts it, realizing he can't reach. Then he grabs the bars again. I hear Byron is telling his stories again.
All right, yeah, I'm nuts, but I'm not that crazy, so I would love to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's wait for recess.
Recess is in an hour. Jeez.
And see if we can pull out any moves there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like recess is gonna be more guards.
Yeah, but
Do I
more
not see
people,
any guards now?
we can create chaos.
Maybe we should figure out how to work up Byrobice over here. Get him going.
Byrobice doesn't like coming to recess. He usually stays back.
Okay,
So
I
there's
have a
different
plan.
day?
I have
Go ahead.
we're gonna need to start a huge fight, basically. That's my plan.
Okay.
Come on, you guys have watched so many Prison Break movies. I'm sure you guys can figure this out.
We've started so many movies, and we started so many fights too, though. So it's
Yep.
really what we're good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Daryl, is that his name?
Who?
Veril.
The guy across?
There.
Beryl?
Veril.
Veril.
Yes.
So, who's in this prison? Who's known to be the tough guy? You know, the guy you don't want to mess with.
Ooh, you must be talking about Ilifar. And she's he kind of smiles a little bit, and like shakes like visibly. He's a real bad dude.
Really?
You don't want to mess with that guy. Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said, sounds good. Thanks for the info.
Okay.
Absolutely. Glenn Mullen actually comes back, and she says, "Time for recess."
Jeez, all right.
She has like individual chains for each of you, and
Chains.
four of the dwarves come, and each of them chain you up to one of them, and they start bringing you outside of the cells. Veril comes as well, but as Veril said, Barby stays back, and he kind of sits in the corner and says, "No, not me, please, no." And they kind of ignore him and just close the door and leave him behind. And then they lead you down towards the center of the dome, down out one of the doors in the center, as well as many other prisoners are being led in different packs. So not everyone at the same time, but in different like groups, they're being led towards the recess. And they put you out into like a stone yard. It's an underground stone yard with torches. It looks almost like an arena, actually. but it looks like an abandoned arena. There's a lot of different groups in here, I should say. You notice a large group of orcs out on the corner, and they look like the tough guys. You notice some dwarves. You notice some humans. You notice some elves as well, but they're very few and far in between the elves. The elves aren't actually sticking together. They're kind of just either alone or they're with another group. You don't see any elves together. In terms of the guards are kind of patrolling across as well. But there's also an upper rampart, and there's like at least 10 guards with crossbows who are kind of walking around and patrolling the ramparts as well. There's also...
Kira,
Sorry, what?
Never mind, go on.
There's also... So this arena kind of opens up on one of the sides of it and leads to a much larger area that doesn't seem to be kind of chiseled. It looks like a cavern area. But there's these blocked off openings in different areas with doors and keys and guards guarding those. And there you hear sounds of pickaxes hitting stone, as it looks like they are using some prisoners to mine, actually, in this part of the prison. Yeah, you see some people getting into sort of wrestling matches. It looks like they're like friendly wrestling matches, but you see some less friendly fights going on as well, and the doors don't seem to be doing much to break them up.
So it's got to be a...
All right. Well, there's a lot of guards, Kira. I don't know about this whole thing.
The plan is to create something that forces a guard to like intervene, and that's where somebody steals the key.
All right. Well, I have a couple of tricks up my sleeve. There's a couple of things that I can do. I'm assuming they didn't assume that I could do magic. I'm just a lonely bard.
No, they did not actually. Actually, I'll have you roll charisma. Roll me a 15 charisma, and they will have considered you more of like a melee fighter.
Okay, but can I use my amulet in that case? Since they probably did that when I was... Okay.
Yeah, they would have taken your amulet away, but there's a cuff that they can put on you if they think you're a magic wielder.
Okay.
Actually, your cuffs are separated. There's one on each wrist, but you guys can use your hands right now. They've disjointed your cuffs right now, so you can actually like freely move your hands.
And mine's still anti-magic.
Yours is still anti-magic.
Oh, roll an 18, 19.
Yeah, you managed to convince to give off the impression that you're a melee fighter. They did not put any magically disabling cuffs on you.
All right, Kira, who do you think which group of people here do you think we should rile up? The orcs?
I'm thinking the orcs,
I agree.
from what I can see.
They
But,
actually,
sorry?
it actually put up like a pretty good fight. Good distraction.
All three of you roll
Yeah.
perception, please.
Like a 9.
We are not off to a great start.
I got a 9.
6.
Okay, none of you really seem to notice, but a voice speaks up behind the three of you. I would also say that Veril is also with you guys. But behind the four of you, a voice speaks up. Well, what do we have here? 3 new kids to play with. You guys turn around and you see a halfling. Kind of imagine like a hobbit type of person. A small male halfling with his arms crossed. And behind him are 8 large, muscular orcs who are kind of cracking the knuckles and cracking their necks right now. Kind of eyeing you guys up and down.
Nice.
Hey man, what's your name?
My name is Ilifar. Nice to meet the 4 of you. Quite a pleasure having new toys in our playground.
Yeah, I'd love it if you could play with me, but how about... I guess you guys want to kick the shit out of us, but I am obviously the strongest one of us.
Can I surprise punch him in the face while the other one's talking? While Fukur is talking?
No, that's not part of the plan, but okay.
Sure, I'll give you advantage. Okay,
Run.
run.
No advantage, right? So I get a 15.
Okay, that actually beats all three of my rolls because I rolled for 3 orcs.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
As for Kira's talking, Kira, you just kind of lunge forward and punch Ilifar straight in the face. Ilifar falls back. All the orcs kind of look in shock, like they're all paralyzed in position. As Ilifar falls back and falls unconscious on the ground.
All right.
I look at the orcs and say, "You guys work for me now."
All right.
Ilifar's like nose is bleeding and he's just unconscious on the ground. The orcs kind of look at each other and then look back at you and then look at each other again. Wow, no one's ever done that to Ilifar before.
Yeah, well, we're the bosses now.
Okay, roll me charisma with advantage.
Yeah, wait.
Okay.
Fuck, 16.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
They look at you and they say, I'm pretty sure one of us could take you, no problem.
All right, I'll 1v1 any one of you guys, and if I win, I'm the champ.
Can I whisper to Kira here? Just give him a little.
What's up?
Yeah.
What's
Yo,
up?
Do you remember that time we were in an alley, and I made a guy think that he was on fire? I can still do that, by the way. Any time you just need it. I'm not gonna put him on fire, but he's gonna think he's on fire. So,
Dude, that's
all I got.
that sounds great. That sounds like a plan.
You want me to do that to your guy?
Yep. So I
Alright.
turned back to the guys. So, which one of you is gonna 1v1 me?
One of the orcs kind of like is selected out of the group, and he like stands apart from them, and he gets ready in like a kind of a fighting position. He's got a ponytail. He's got these big teeth. He's about like 2 heads bigger than you. His muscles are like the size of your torso.
All right.
And he looks at you, and he kind of looks at you a little worried, and he says, "Look, I don't really want to hurt you. Yeah, you know."
Wait, does he say that like he's like he thinks he's too strong, or like he's actually scared of Kira?
He looks.
No.
You can roll for
He
social
thinks he's too
perception.
strong.
You can roll for social perception.
Okay, 1 second. Do I have any upgrades to that? What
That's
is that?
charisma. It's that type of charisma.
Social perception in lower classes?
I got 10.
Okay.
got 10.
He looks.
I just want to know if he's.
I can tell with a 10. I'll just tell you he looks sincere.
I just don't know if he's like scared of him or not. I can just do it right. Anyways,
No.
I start laughing.
That sounds like he's strong. That sounds like he's
Okay,
strong.
okay. I start laughing like hysterically. Like I can't stop laughing. Okay.
Okay.
I want this whole like prison to like stop like talking, like no more murmurs. I just like laughing hysterically. I want to. What's the vibe here? Let me know.
Okay. Roll me charisma. Wait. Let me understand this. You're trying to laugh hysterically to the point where everybody in the prison stops what they're doing.
Yeah, like loud, like Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Okay, roll me a 15 charisma to get everyone's attention.
Okay, I got 12.
You got 12. You got kind of like a group of people just around you, just like kind of looking.
That's
over
good.
Okay,
That's good
and then
enough.
I start
That's
saying,
good.
I start pointing at the guy, and I'm like, this guy, haha. Like I keep laughing, like, ha 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 ha. Oh my God, this guy, and I'm pointing at him. All right,
Who are
as
you
I'm pointing at him,
the orc or Kira?
the orc. I'm pointing at the orc.
Okay, you're pointing at the orc, and he kind of looks at you, and he looks a little bit like embarrassed, and he looks.
Yeah. So that's when I use hellish rebuke. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged.
Wait for the fight to start. You just fucking.
I just wanted to be scared shitless of you, man. But apparently he needs to damage me first. All right, he's gonna punch me.
Oh.
I put my arm. Okay, I go up to him. I put my arm around him. I'm still laughing, and I'm patting him on the back.
And okay, you put your arm around him, and he kind of looks worried as you put your arm around him, and he says, Hey, listen, man. Like, you're not in this fight. This is between me and your friend here.
All right, I'm still laughing. I'm like this guy. I'm like patting him on the back
Headbutt
harder
him.
and harder.
Headbutt him in the face.
Jesus, he's gonna kick my ass now. I'm actually just gonna fall unconscious. Yeah, so I'm just like slapping him harder and harder on the back. I'm like, can't believe it, this guy.
Okay. He just keeps looking at you like, look, man. Like,
You gotta hit him. You gotta hit him,
I'm not looking
Fukuro.
for trouble, man.
All right, I headbutt him.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
Jesus Christ, is it strength? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Good.
You prepared that. What'd you get?
I got 9.
Okay, I got a 19. Yeah, you go in for the headbutt, but he says, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he grabs you by the head and flips you over onto the ground, and then just punches you in the gut like 3 times. You're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's
Jesus
perfect.
Christ, all right.
Just smirk
He gets
while
up.
he's.
He gets up and he looks at Kira and he says, "I'm sorry for hurting your friend." And he gets into like a battle position to fight Kira.
All right, I ready up as well.
Okay. Everyone kind of makes a circle around you guys. Kedron, what are you doing at this point?
I guess I'm just kind of like watching at this point. I didn't really get involved at the start, so I think I'm gonna like drift into the behind the orcs.
Okay, you start walking. You're kind of like behind the orcs right now. The orcs are like kind of laughing and cackling and cheering on their compatriot, and you hear them say, "All right, Bogat's got this. Bogat's one of our best guys." Bogat looks at the other orcs and kind of like gives like a nod and a smile, and he looks back at Kira. All right, so let's play fair. No hitting under the belt.
I charge him.
Okay. You charge him. What kind of attack do you want to do?
I'm gonna slip, I want to slip and go for a submission hold.
Okay, but so you're going for his head?
Yeah, like I'm gonna try to duck and go behind him.
Okay, you're gonna go try to climb on his back.
Exactly.
I see. Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay, I got a 19. You kind of charge this guy, and you prepare yourself to kind of duck his attack. He punches, and you duck, but it seemed to have been part of his plan, as he kind of wraps around and grabs you by the neck, and he's kind of got you in a chokehold right now, and right now you're choking. You're gonna take 4 points of asphyxiation damage. He's going to say, "Look, it's not too late for you to give up. You know, I don't want to hurt you." Everyone else is cheering around.
All right, I started laughing hysterically again. Like I'm trying to get up again. I guess I'm feeling a little bludgeoned, but I'm getting up and I'm laughing again. I'm laughing hysterically, just like trying to be louder even this time if I can.
All right, what's your goal here?
Just again to like kind of quiet the crowd. Maybe try to be louder than the crowd. You know.
Okay, roll me 15 charisma.
At least get Boris, whatever his name is, attention a bit. Like he's like kind of nervous about like the fact that I'm laughing. That's my goal here.
You mean Bogat?
Bogat, yeah. Sorry.
Bogats.
A lot of names going around here.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Try to roll a 15 and more.
All right, I got an 8. Jesus Christ.
You're kind of laughing hysterically, and one of the other orcs kind of pushes you to the ground. You're gonna take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. He looks down at you and he says, "Shut up."
All right.
Yeah. So Kira, Bogat is gonna say, "Look, you still have a chance to give up. I don't want to hurt you."
Okay, I want to. He's grabbing me by the neck, right?
Yeah.
So I want to grab his arm and try to like get out of it and like flip submission hold the arm he's holding. He's holding me with.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Can you chill? Jesus.
I got a 19.
I got a 10.
Yeah, you kind of put your arm up and try to grab him by the shoulder, But he just squeezes your neck even more, and your vision starts blurring a little bit. You're gonna take another 6 points of asphyxiation damage.
All right, I just get up and point at him.
And what do you do?
I point at. I use a hellish rebuke or whatever.
Say what that does again.
Yeah. So hellish rebuke. You point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames.
Okay.
So that's not. Wait, did you change it? That's not what I was before.
No.
Well, one second. Yeah, well, basically, what I remember from it is that they imagine flames. The flames aren't actually there.
Here, you point your finger, and the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. Takes fire damage. I don't think this is what you had. I think you had something else. Is that possible? Because these look like they're actual flames.
Yeah, I distinctly remember it being actual, like
an illusion.
An illusion spell.
Because I'm looking at the official spell, and that's not what it says. So maybe you had another spell that does that. In either case, while you figure this out, Kira,
God damn it!
Kira, you're starting to lose consciousness.
This isn't part of the plan.
And you're kind of like flailing your arms around a little bit. And he looks at you and he says, "Look, this is your last chance. I'm warning you. You can still tap out."
I'm gonna try one more time to flip my submission hold and get his arm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. No way! What the hell?
And I got a natural 20.
I got an unnatural 20.
No, I got a 24. So, yeah, you actually lose consciousness completely, and you pass out, and he kind of has you like a little puppet right now, and he picks you up and tosses you on the ground, and your face kind of hits the ground. You're gonna take another 10 points of asphyxiation damage. And all the orcs start cheering. Everyone else starts cheering. Whoa! Bulga! 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 Kedron, what are you up to?
I'm thinking.
Maybe you could go heal him, I guess.
I will. I'm thinking about how to get these cuffs off my hands because I can't do much without with the cuffs on. Can I do like a perception check to see if there's any like hard objects or
yeah,
like
you can.
metal rods?
Go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, okay. Well, that's useless.
What'd you get?
Oh, a 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. With a 4, you actually get a dwarf who comes to you, grabs you by the arm. And this is a dwarven guard. Actually, he comes up to you with his axe at the ready.
Oh my God.
And he says, "You, with me." And he grabs you and chains you to a chain and starts dragging you towards the other side of the room. Fukuru, you notice Kedron being dragged away.
All right, I just put the gun on fire. Okay.
Real fire?
Yeah, real fire.
Okay. So basically, he has to use dexterity, right?
Yeah, if I get this correctly. Wait, where did I put the thing?
Okay, so you can actually add a 2d10 to your roll. Okay, so when they say you get 2d10 fire damage, you just add that to your roll. Just add that to your roll. So roll your d20 and add your 2d10.
How do I do that? Do I click on D10
you can
on this thing?
click add 2 d10s on the and roll them all together.
Which one's a D10 here? I don't know which one's a D10.
It's the
It's
one after
between
the 8, before the 12. It's the blue one.
Yeah, it's a blue.
0 on it for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, total 29.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Nice.
Is this a touch spell? What kind of spell is it?
No, I have to point at him.
You point at him. Do you have to say something?
No.
Yeah, it's a verbal. There's a verbal component. So
Where does that say that?
V. Yeah. So you have to say a word.
Shit.
Yeah. So what kind of word do you say?
Well, spot here.
Yeah.
Who are you burning?
The guy that just like put you on the ground or whatever. I'll just say I don't know. Can you just figure out a word out? I'm really blanking right here. I don't know why. My creative juices just stopped flowing right
You
there.
say hellish fire.
Yeah, that'll be temporary. That'll
Just
be a
yell,
temporary one.
just yell trap card activated.
Fire! Fire!
And Bogat looks and suddenly gets engulfed in flames, and his whole body catches fire as everyone stops cheering, and silence kind of like
What do you mean
reigns
sound?
again.
I start panicking. I'm like, oh my god, fire! And I'm going nuts here. I'm like, oh my god, it's a fire!
All right, he starts freaking out, and he's like tumbling on the ground, trying to like put himself out. Two orcs are coming to try to help put him out as well. I need you to roll me deception, Fukur.
Solid.
19.
Yeah, with a 19, no one seems to have noticed that you're the one who cast that spell. So you're clean. You're good. They're kind of putting him out right now, and he kind of looks a little bit roasted, and he's like screaming on the ground right now as his skin is melting a little bit all over his body. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
I'm panicking, and I'm trying to make other people panic. I'm trying to cause commotion here.
Okay, roll me charisma.
Cause a ruckus.
You know, 5.
5, yeah. No one seems to care. Everyone's kind of just looking at you like you're weird.
Jesus Christ!
But isn't there no magic there in this place?
I'm
the guards
wearing-
are looking for somebody who cast that spell, and they actually look and they grab like a random human next to you, and they're like, "You come with us." And he's like, "No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me." And he gets dragged away behind a door, and they shut the door.
Well, that was a fail.
Yeah, Kedron,
Jesus Christ.
you're being dragged by a chain towards the east side of this recess room. There is a dwarven man. He doesn't look like a guard, but he looks like he has a robe on, and a white beard. He's kind of writing with a quill on a large ledger, and the guard places you in front of him and says, "I think this one will do just fine." The guy with the ledger looks up at you, and he's kind of got these glasses, and he says, I suppose so. He doesn't have many more years to live. Your
Excuse
name,
me?
please?
I guess it won't matter because you're gonna sacrifice me.
No, we won't sacrifice you. We just believe, well, these prisons, unfortunately, we don't have much room in them, if you know what I'm saying. So we'd like to clear up some new space, if possible. Your name, please.
It's Bogat.
Okay, roll me deception.
Okay, that's 10.
That's ridiculous. Tell me your name, or we're going to have you put into solitary confinement.
I'd rather that than, execution.
My dear young man, you will not be executed. You will serve a much higher purpose.
Then, okay, so can I please have some more information before?
I speak by the lawyer.
I'd like to speak to my lawyer.
The dwarf gives you a little shove and says, "You don't have much of a choice, son. You're being recruited for the mines."
The mines. Oh. Okay. Sure, my name is Kedron.
He writes your name down and last name, please.
Let's see. Let's go with Bogat Tor.
Deception.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Kedron Bokator, and he writes your name down with a quill. As he's writing, you notice the quill's shape. The tip of the quill seems quite pointy and sharp.
Excellent. Can I like take a look at that quill? I think there's something wrong with it.
Okay, charisma.
Oh,
Uh,
7.
no. Anyway, listen. You start now, so please take him over to the other side. The guard pushes you and starts escorting you to the other side of the recess area.
Am I alone?
You're alone right now. Yeah, you're away from your group. They're kind of dragging you towards the large cave area, and you're hearing the sounds of pickaxes hitting stone, getting much louder, as you see miserable people chained to the wall right now, or to a large heavy stone. So they can't really go far, but yeah, they're basically just hitting rock as they're being ordered to by guards. Uh, they bring you down deeper a little bit through a few caves tunnels, and they say, "All right, this is your new station. You're going to be working with these two people." And you see one of them is an orc. His name is Nagrub. He introduces himself. Hi, and nice to meet you. And the other one is an elf called Erwan. Pleasure.
Pleasure here.
The dwarf guard says, "Get back to work, all three of you." And he hands you a pickaxe, and he says, "You're going to be mining for gold or silver in this tunnel. So any stones that you see that are a different color, call me over, and I'll inspect them."
I see. Sure.
And
So does he leave?
yeah, he kind of takes a step back and starts smoking from his pipe at the end of the tunnel.
Okay. Is there other guards like looking around?
You guys are kind of at the end of a tunnel right now, so it's just him at the opening.
All right. So can I try to use the pickaxe to break my spell binding shackles?
You can try as you start like swinging your pickaxe, because right now you have like one hand on the pickaxe and the other one you're trying to pick the shackles with it. Erwan puts his hand on yours and says, "That's not a very good idea. I wouldn't recommend that."
Well, why not?
You don't think they would give us pickaxes and not have checked if the pickaxes can break those bracelets?
Mm,
No, I'm afraid it'll cause you excruciating pain if you try.
Okay. So I'm taking that you've maybe thought about ways to get out, or
Oh,
no?
Erwan says, "I've been here for several months now. I'm hoping that my trial will be coming up soon and that they'll release me."
Okay. And what about the orc?
The orc looks and says, "No, man, I'm here for life. I decided that someone had to die, and unfortunately, it was the wrong person, and I'm here today because of that."
I'm sorry to hear that. See, I'm not even supposed to be here. I was just like looking for berries and then they threw me in here. So I really want to get out, and I don't think you intentionally tried to, kill the wrong person or whatever, but I don't think you deserve to be here either. So how about we try to leave if you catch my drift?
And they both look at each other and they start laughing a little bit, and they say, uh, "Do you know how deep underground we are right now?"
Those are semantics. We can get out. I believe in us.
There's maybe 150 guards down here in these tunnels.
Yeah, but none of them are orcs.
Nagrub looks at you and nods and says, "Well, that may be true. Listen, do you have a plan, little man?"
I'm working on one, but my first plan of action is to get rid of these shackles. That way I can pull up some really cool tricks.
He looks at your shackles and he says, "Well, I suppose there's a key for that. The only person that I've seen actually have the key to open a shackle, it happened last week. It was that old man with the beard, the guy who writes the ledger.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember
I
him.
think he's the only one who carries the key for the shackles themselves. All the other guards only have the keys for the actual cells themselves. Then there's the problem of the lift. The lift can only be activated by a dwarven guard who knows the passcode.
Is it like magically operated?
Yes, but unfortunately the passcode is in one's mind.
I see. All right, so maybe you have to get someone to comply with us. All right, and what about the elf? Oh, arrow.
Before going to the elf, we're going to go back to Kira. Kira, you start waking up a little bit. You're bleeding from your mouth. You're picking yourself up. As you start picking yourself up, one of the orcs takes like a running kick towards your stomach. I'll give you a chance to react, but you have disadvantage.
Okay, I'm try to block it. All right, that's gonna kill me. All right, I get a melee combat.
Yeah.
I get a 14.
Yeah, unfortunately, he kicks you right in the stomach, and you roll over, and you're going to take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As you cough up a little bit more blood, the orcs look at you and spit on the ground next to you and laugh, and they start walking away. Bogat says, "Sorry," and he walks off with them.
But he was just on fire. Jeez, alright. Way to walk it off.
Ah, ooh, ah. And everything he's like touching is hurting him. Yeah, Fukuri, do you help Kira up?
Yeah, I go help Kira up.
Thanks,
We
bud.
need a new plan.
Yep. The guy rolled 19, 19, 19, 24. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, Veril comes and says, "Well, it looks like you two got your asses kicked."
Well, just me, actually. But
Oh,
thanks.
Harold.
Pretty
How
sure
are
he
you?
Thanks,
took-
Varel.
Pretty sure he took a few hits too.
That is true. That
I
is
have
true.
to say,
What do you ask you, Vero?
I'm quite impressed with the way the treatment you gave Illifar. It looks like he won't be very happy about that. Illifar actually got up as well, and he just kind of like rubbing his face a little bit where you hit him, and he's just looking back at you. And he gives you like a dirty look, Kira.
I'm gonna go sit next. Is he alone?
He's far away. He's with the orcs right now.
He's back with the orcs. They took him back,
Yeah.
but he's a loser.
Yeah, he just gives
All
you a
right.
dirty look, and he leans into one of the orcs and whispers something while looking at you.
I wink at him and like blow a kiss.
He just looks at you and like kind of like snarls a little bit and looks back at the orcs. Looks away from you. He breaks up.
He lost.
Alright, well, the only advantage we have now is a dagger, so we're gonna have to figure out how to use that to our advantage, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
Veril looks at the two of you and says, "I'll be right back. I'll catch you guys after recess." And he turns and he walks off towards the other end of the arena.
Why is this guy so sketchy? Jeez. All right. We never said what we did with the dagger. By the way, did we just leave it in the cell?
I think you have it. You probably have it on you. No,
Leave it
can you
in the
conceal it
firebox?
on you? Yeah, can you conceal it on you?
I guess. I was thinking like it's better if we just like buried it in the cell, left it there. Just in case.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Okay.
It's hard to conceal it in a room like this.
Okay.
We'll say that you.
I trust
that he's
Firebice. I trust Firebice, man. This guy's gonna be how we get out. I'm telling you.
So yeah. What's his name? Veril. Veril actually comes back and he says, "All done." And a bell rings, and slowly guards are starting to escort the groups back to their cells. That goes for you too, Kedrin. The guard says, "Okay, time's up. Time to go back up." And you guys all get escorted back towards your cells right now. You guys get a better look at the corridors between the arena and the cells. There's a few winding corridors. There's some offices as well with different guards standing guard in front of different doors. Yeah, and you notice actually all of you roll me perception.
Got an
11.
4.
Who rolled the highest?
I got 11. I rolled the highest.
Fakur, as you're walking, you notice one of the walls, actually, a corner of the walls of the stone wall, instead of it being a completely 90-degree angular, you notice it's a little bit curved. And you notice it's almost barely perceptible, but on it has a few like column lines, as if there used to be a column here, but with time it's kind of like broken down. And at the foot of the column, you notice like a small like etching, like mosaic etching, like a design is actually in this column.
Is this just randomly in like one of the hallways?
Yeah, you just notice it randomly in one of the hallways.
Okay, can I take a look at the etching? Like,
No,
say anything?
they walk you right back by it, and you can't see it until next recess. They throw you guys back in your cells, and Valor is thrown in his cell as well. Bice is kind of like crouched in the corner with his hands over his head, and he's like he's kind of just like looking away from the entrance, and he says, "Oh no." And they close the door and leave you guys be a little bit. Glenn Nolan is there again, and she locks the door and she looks at the three of you, glares at you guys before walking away.
Is there a bed?
There's like 2 haystacks that people can sleep on. The rest is just stone floor.
Okay, does that count as a bed?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go sleep. I'm gonna take a long rest.
Kedjin, what do you do?
I can't use my healing magic. Well, I guess I'll meditate.
Okay. So you guys have a long rest. How many hours?
6.
6 hours. Okay. You guys can go ahead and take a 6-hour long rest. Kira, you slowly open your eyes, and you see like a figure over you. As you're opening your eyes, you notice kind of like a yellow color, and then you see like an eyeball with like a milky film over it, and you notice Bice's face just kind of like standing over you. He's kind of like on his hands and knees over you and looking at your face with his mouth open. You see his yellow teeth, most of them missing, and his beard. And he looks at you and he says, "It's her again! It's her again! She's there! She's right next to him. And behind her," and he looks at you and he waits for you to say something.
It's the king.
"It's the king!" And he gets up and he starts
I
dancing
hate
a
him.
little bit.
Oh, man.
As he was talking, a bit of spittle went into your mouth and you take 2 points of sickness damage.
Oh, I can roll for Constitution.
Yes, go ahead and roll.
I rolled
God,
a 6.
you suck.
Dude,
you take 2 points of sickness damage. Fukura, what are you up to?
I am thinking. I'm doing a lot of thinking. I'm thinking about ways to get out of prison.
As you're thinking,
Usually I am the law.
As you're thinking, you see a small caterpillar kind of like walking on the stone floor next to you.
Then where did this caterpillar come from?
Well, what do you do?
We must be close to the outside. Why I follow the caterpillar. I look wherever it's going.
It's kind of walking towards like the middle of your cell right now. It's kind of looking left and right. And then it starts walking towards Kedron.
Can I do like a wisdom check on what kind of caterpillar it is?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll.
Critical one.
Critical one. Yeah, you're kind of thinking a little bit about it, and you put your hands down to pick it up, but unfortunately you squish it and it dies. You notice a bit of green juice coming out of it, and it's kind of burning your fingers. You're going to take 1 point of burning damage.
Okay.
Nice.
You hear Veril's voice coming from the other cell saying, I would eat that if I were you. Those things are quite tasty. I don't want to see food go to waste.
Do you want to lick it off my fingers?
Well, I can't.
Jesus, okay.
You're a nasty boy.
All right. Well, Varil. What's up,
Yes?
man? How's it going?
Hey, what's up? How you
Yeah,
doing?
what did you go do when you left us at the lunch table? You know, it's a little impolite. What did you go do?
Oh, not much, not much. Just went to visit a friend.
You got friends in here, huh?
Yeah, I've been here a while, so.
Are we friends?
I would say we're friends.
Good.
Best friends, even.
Nice. Best friends, right? I've never had any of those. So that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Good talk.
Good talk.
Yeah. GG.
He kind of like turns over as if he's like sleeping right now. In his cell.
He's in the other cell, right?
He's in
in
the
other
opposite cell from you guys. He's kind of looking away from you guys. Yeah.
What can I see from outside of our cell?
You see a long corridor extending in either direction, and you see a few other cells as well, but it's kind of hard to see who's in them. You do hear some snoring coming from another cell, and in another one you hear someone like kind of like blowing their nose, like a snot rocketing the ground a little bit. And you see Glenmullen doing her patrols.
Okay, why can Kendron use spells? Like, is he always wearing those handcuffs?
Yeah, he's always cuffed. Yeah.
All right. Well, can we try to lockpick that thing out?
You can try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Want to roll
All right,
me a 19?
Oh yeah, I'll give that a try. Fine. Worth a try.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Hey, let's go. 19.
Pukaru, you you take out the dagger and you place it in the small opening of Kedron's cuffs, and with a click, you hear Kedron's cuffs open up and fall to the ground.
Oh my god. Thank you so
right.
much.
Yeah, I got you, man. All right, what kind of spells do you have? Like,
Can
never
you
met
heal me?
before.
So I'm usually a healer, but I just learned a really cool, shocking spell. If I touch someone, I can like do a lot of damage to them.
No. You're learning that spell.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to try practice with it
until you can learn it. Yes.
But yeah, that's the point. I just want to try using that and get the hang of it.
Can you heal me, please?
Yeah, I can try to heal you, just general healing.
I'll take anything.
So I roll a d20 or d6, or I don't even know.
D20, and add your skill.
So 13 plus 2, that's 15.
Okay, so we're gonna say he gains 8 health.
Thank you very much.
Did the long rest heal us?
Yes.
The longer rest is a 1d20 plus your skill in Constitution.
Yeah.
Okay, that
So
healed me
I
time,
got a
so.
7. I got a 7 plus a 1. So I did not heal for mine.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you guys my plan, and let me know if you have better ideas here. But I think we should just get your Vice over here riled up. You know, get him like really crazy. Something like just get him fucking going, and then
Vice is kind of like
hopefully
sitting cross-legged, listening to you and nodding.
nice. Okay. And then hopefully Glenmullen will come in. I will be acting like I'm sleeping close to the door. And as she's trying to calm down Vice or whatever she does, I will slit her throat. What do we think about that? How do we feel here?
I'm down. Sounds like a great plan.
If we just let her be, because I think if we kill her, we'll get a lot of attention on ourselves.
You want to like swipe the keys and like just let her?
Leave and then just dip.
Okay.
I mean, if you can pull it off, go for it. If it comes to that, sure.
Yeah, okay. I guess we could try to let her live first. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I think we can't escape this prison by being slick. I think if we're escaping, every single prisoner is getting out, and we're rushing like crazy.
I do think we could be slick though.
You think so? How are we getting past? How are we getting past the?
I can be. I can disguise myself as Glenn Mullen here.
Yeah, but you don't know the password
What password?
for the lift.
So I let them know what I discovered and all that.
There's a password for the lift.
Yeah. So when I was in the mines, I was trying to figure out a way to get out, and someone told me that there's a password to use the lift to get out of here, and it's a mental one. So you have to find a dwarf that knows the password in his head.
Hey, Veril, do you have any idea what the password is for the lift? You've been here a while.
Glenmullen?
Veril?
You're walking. So Glenmullen looks at you and says, "How do you know about
I
that?"
didn't ask Glenmullen. I didn't ask Glenmullen.
Yeah, but she heard that.
Oh,
You
shit.
kind of yelled it across the sound.
Hey, Veril!
Who told you about the password?
You did. We didn't know
You
until
just told me. What do you mean? Yeah. You just told me.
Glenmullen is looking at you and says, "You're coming with me." She takes
Glenn,
her key out and
should...
places it in the keyhole, turns the key, opens the door, and
All right, I go towards like the back of the room, like I'm like kind of like I'm scared.
Nice.
she looks
Like
at you
she has to come in.
suspiciously, and then she looks back,
Dude,
and she's like, "I
don't
need
take
some
me.
help over here." Two more dwarven guards come.
Oh,
They're
Fuck.
Yeah. She comes into the room right now and chains you to the chain, attaches your cuffs to the chain, and she starts pulling you out of the room into the hallway.
All right, I didn't really have
Closes
time
the
to...
door and locks it, and she leads you down the hallway to the left. Not towards the recess area, but backwards.
Not going according to plan again. All right.
A couple winding hallways, and you see another hallway, but there's only one cell opening here. She opens the door to this, and through the torchlight, you see a pair of legs kind of hanging from a wall. And she says, "You're going to be staying here from now on."
Do you know who I am, Glenn?
Yes. Who are you?
You don't know?
No.
Well, do you know why I'm here?
I just follow orders.
I am part of Lord Mopatar's court, and if he finds out that I am being held here, and I don't even know why I'm here, he will not be happy.
Okay, nice to know. And she tosses the chain over and arcs it over a hook as her and another dwarf start pulling it up, and your hands kind of get raised up, and you're kind of being like held by these two chains against the wall. And yeah, they kind of tie the chain up, and they close the door, and they kind of just leave you there in this room. Right now, you're just in this room. You're hanging from a wall, and there's another prisoner across from you, and he just seems like almost dead, basically. It's a human, and his head is kind of slumped downwards a little bit, with his two hands attached. You can take 3 points of slashing damage from these cuffs on your hands that are kind of like cutting at your skin right now.
Now he's stuck there.
All right, buddy. Hey, wake up.
He doesn't
Yo.
answer.
Can I call a guard? I'm gonna call for a guard.
There's no guard in the hallway right now because Glenn Mullen.
There's no more guards.
Not right now because Glenn Mullen's coming back type of thing. Kind of a window of no.
Fokrur, do you have the dagger, or did you re-hide it in the cell?
I never took it.
He has it.
Oh, I have it? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, is there like a gate to this new prison cell? Like, can I see outside of it?
You see a gate. It's a tall room, I would say, maybe like 20 meters high. You're halfway up this 20-meter high wall, and at the top there's a small gate, and you see like torchlight coming from there. But there's also a gate at the bottom, of course. That's where you came in from.
All right. I have like one more trick up my sleeve here, but feeling very useless now. Do you guys want to try to do something, or should I go ahead and
You still
try?
have the earring of far speech. You guys can still communicate with each other.
Yeah, I assume.
Oh.
That's what I assume.
What's your plan, bud?
Well, I have a spell where I could disguise into someone or something. Or no, someone. But basically, like, it's all an illusion. But if I could at least get them to, like, get me down, I could probably kill them with the dagger. But I need somebody to come in. I'm disguised as, like, a guard or something and act like I've been, like, traded places.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That could work.
It could work.
But
it
like
could
we
also go
can't. I
terribly
don't.
wrong.
Yeah, and I don't think we can help you with that
Yeah, we're kind of stuck.
unless.
Right.
No.
Unless what?
Can I? I was gonna say unless we get like dragged to solitary confinement as well, and like, but I don't know. I don't know, man. Can I use Call of the Wild?
Yep. Go ahead and roll.
So I rolled a Call of the Wild. So any beast. So it's gonna stop at beast handling. So 19.
Yeah. You feel a. You hear a small like shuffling sound coming from the corner of the room. And Call of the Wild. Wait, does that call an animal or does that detect an animal?
It detects.
Okay, you feel a ferret that's kind of burrowed in a small opening on the other side of the wall of your prison cell.
So you can use a
Ferret. All right. I'm gonna roll for. Can I? I'm gonna use my animal communication.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
I got a 18.
An 18. You hear scratch, 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 scratch. Not much food down here.
Hey, bud.
Hey, who is
I
that?
approach him.
Who is
Hey,
that?
man. What's up?
Who's in my? Who's talking? Who's talking?
It's me right here. My name is Kira. What's your name?
Are you on this other side of this big rock?
Am I on the side of the big
Yeah,
rock?
well, he doesn't know what a wall is, so he probably just sees a rock.
Yeah, okay, but where is he exactly?
He's on
Sorry.
the other side of the wall right now. You can't see him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the other side of the big rock.
Okay.
I need.
What do you want?
Can you help me out?
I mean, I'm just looking for food down here.
And man,
what
I'll
is it
give
you
you a
need?
bunch of food if you help me out.
Oh, really? Okay. What do you need me to do?
I'm stuck in this big room, behind the big rock. Can you like dig your way here? Can you find an opening for me?
I could try. And he kind of like starts scratching a little bit, and a few minutes pass by, and it kind of disappears.
Nice.
For Karur, in your room, the prisoner starts to cough.
Yo, wake up, buddy. Hey.
Are you a dream?
Some people think I am, actually. But no, I'm quite real.
They brought you in here. That means
Yeah,
you don't
what's
have
your name?
much time left. Like me.
Well, how long have you been here?
A week now.
Oh, okay, I could do a week. What brought you in here?
Oh, I swore an oath I'm not allowed to say, but it all seems meaningless now.
Your secret's safe with me, man.
My name is Vinko. I'm from Womborn, west of Monroe, and I was captured. I was on a mission for an organization that I work for, and they captured me. But instead of giving me a quick death, they put me here.
What was the mission?
Well, I was betrayed by another agent in my order. And I was supposed to help him. And instead he wanted the power for himself. He betrayed the order, and before I could tell anybody, he threw me in here.
What's this guy's name, man? Sounds like a real enemy.
Well, maybe you know him. He's the advisor to Lady Windfury.
Oh, dude, I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it. I knew it.
Nicodemus. Have you heard of him before?
Nosferatu. Tell him we heard of him. Tell him he's a... Wait. Is that guy in front of you? So that guy in front of you is part of the Order of the Fall?
Yeah. I need to know that I am.
And he's not a vampire.
He never said he was part of the Order of the Fall.
Ask him.
Is this the Order of the Fall that I hear of, that you speak of?
He looks up and says, How do you know?
Wow, I know things. What can I say?
Yeah, you do notice a tattoo on his arms of the Order.
I also noticed that tattoo on your arm, and you weren't really hiding it.
You know of our order.
Yes, I know of your
Of
order.
the utmost secrecy. No one knows about
Well,
the Order of the Fall.
I know secrets. Look, Vinko, I'm planning on getting out of here. Okay. Also, I'm being asked. Sorry, it's like I'm pointing at my ear. Are you a vampire? What's this thing about vampires?
A vampire?
Yeah.
No, that's kind of a random question. I'm not a vampire.
Kira, why'd you ask me that? Vampire.
Alright, because the current advisor who stole his place and is pretending to be a part of the Order of the Fall is actually a vampire.
Oh.
Nicodemus the vampire. So just making sure who's who.
Okay. No, sorry. I know another secret of Nicodemus. Apparently, he's a vampire. So, yeah, it is kind of random. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but
Who are you?
I thought you may have heard of me. I'm the legendary Fukur.
Oh, I can't say I have.
Okay, it's fine.
Fukur. So Fukur,
You'll remember me.
this guy. We need this guy. We need to get him out of here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, is that part of the mission?
The mission consists in killing Lady Windfury, and her son is going to become the Lord, and the advisor, which is supposedly a Order of the Fall member, is going to like train him to be on our side. But the advisor is in jail in front of you right now, and the current advisor is a vampire. So we're kind of in trouble, you know.
Minko never said he was the advisor before, though.
No, he never said that.
Oh, he didn't say that. Oh,
No,
my
he
bad.
just said that he was friends with Nicodemus.
Okay.
All right,
So
Vinko,
the advisor Nicodemus betrayed us. Basically, is what he said.
He said,
yeah,
said
exactly.
that he was a member of the Order of the Fall who was assigned to work with Nicodemus, but Nicodemus.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I figure out a better way to get out of these chains, by the way, than my self-disguise thing. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm not gonna put him through you guys this time. All right. So I would like to use another one of my cantrips called Mage Hand.
Okay.
So I cast a hand, and it could do small things like picking locks and stuff. I'm gonna have the hand take the dagger and try to open one of my hand locks. I'm guessing they're easier to unlock than usual handcuffs.
So these are two different rolls. Okay, one of them is going to be a 10 for magic. Okay, to successfully pick up the knife and actually use it. The next roll is going to be a 13 for lockpicking.
Okay. Wait 1 second. I don't have any magic stuff, eh? No. All right, well, let's roll 10. Here we go.
Oh,
I got a 9.
You don't have anything in magic?
Well, I had my loot did +2 magic, but
Yeah. Your hand is kind of like hard to coordinate to pick up the dagger, and it kind of opens it up, and your dagger has been more revealed right now. So Vinko can see it right now, and he opens his eyes and he says, "How did you get that in?"
look, Vinko, you're gonna have to stop asking questions and trying to find solutions here.
Fuck. Kedron, you see in the corner of the room, you see a piece of dirt kind of get pushed out of the wall as a small ferret climbs through.
oh.
The ferret runs up to Kira and looks at Kira and says, "All right, where's my end of the bargain?" He crosses his arms.
Give him the caterpillar.
I said you need to help me get out. If you help me get out, I'll give you all the food you want. You just got to me. You didn't help me get out.
I'm pretty sure that you said there was going to be food. You said you had a lot of food.
I said I'll give you a lot of food if you help me get out.
I'm not seeing any
You
food
can
here.
eat that. You want to eat this caterpillar?
And Kedron, you have like a caterpillar still on your fingers?
Do they feed us?
They haven't fed you yet. No.
I can give him my caterpillar juice finger. You can lick it off.
The ferret comes
lick
up
my
and
finger.
licks the caterpillar off of your finger, and says, "Yummy, yummy, yummy." All right, I'll help you, human. But there better be something in this for me at the end.
Don't worry about it. Of course, there's gonna be. I'm a man of my words.
Buyer Bryce looks at the ferret and says, and he just stares at it.
Okay.
He slowly approaches the ferret with his hands outstretched a little bit. He's kind of taking like several steps towards the ferret.
Stop it. Stop. Don't touch him.
He looks at you with his mouth open and looks back at the ferret. He's like looking expectantly at you.
All right, ferret. What's your name?
Mario.
Mario. All right, Mario. I'm gonna need you to steal a key for me.
What's a key?
A key is a small object, and I kind of draw it on the floor.
Okay.
And I need that to get out. If you can get me the key that goes here.
You hear footsteps approaching.
I'm gonna hide the ferret.
Where do you hide it?
Behind me.
Okay.
In the haste.
All right. Glenmullen kind of walks by and looks at you guys menacingly, and then keeps walking down the hall.
Can we
All right, Mario.
to...
This lady that was walking, she has a key. We need her key.
Mario looks at you and then looks back at the hallway and says, "She looks pretty big."
She is pretty big. You know what? I can talk to her, distract her, and you're gonna steal that key while I'm talking to her.
Okay, I can try.
All right, you good?
All right. Back to Fakrur right now. Fakrur and Vinko. Yeah. So Vinko looks at you and says, "Okay, look. I think I can help. I think I know somebody who might be able to help us." And he says, every evening there's a guard that comes, and he's kind of the nicer one out of the four that guard. His name is Vedran. I think that he would get close enough to talk to us and engage us in a conversation. I know that if you want to escape here, you're going to need the password for the lift. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think he'll be your best shot.
Do you think he'd even? Why would he say it to us though? He would never. He'd never tell us.
He would be the only one who'd get close enough for us to be able to catch him, I think.
Do they ever bring us down from these chains?
They do. In the afternoon, they do. and they bring us some food sometimes, but not always. Sometimes they forget.
Right.
So, is there anything else you want to do until the afternoon? Fakor?
Jeez. Uh, no, I'm not. No, I won't do anything.
Okay, you just wait. Kedron, is there anything else you want to do? Kedron? Hello? Hello?
Sorry, my hotkey to unmute wasn't working.
No problem.
So as I was saying before, can I practice my spell? Because there's nothing really much I could do in the meantime.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm just gonna like use it on like the gate or something.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
He got it. He got it.
Cool. So now I learned this spell.
What'd you get?
An 18.
18, yeah. So now you've learned this spell. It's called Shocking Grasp. You guys see Kedron approach the gate, and you see like a current of electricity kind of conduct itself through the metal of the gate. Yeah, so you've learned the new spell. There we go.
Cool. Now I can use it.
Yeah. All right. Glenn Mullen is walking by again, and you notice her looking at Bayerbeis, and then she looks at Viral, and then she keeps walking a little bit. Mario looks at you expectantly. Is this the time?
I don't know. Are we in the afternoon?
Yeah, you're in the afternoon.
All right. Sure, but I'm not gonna have food for you right away.
When does the food come?
Hello? Hello?
Did you hear what I said?
No, sorry, I cut off.
I said, when does the food come?
I ask Varel. So when do we get food?
Viral looks at you, and he kind of gets up from like his sleep, and he kind of looks a little bit, and you notice something weird on his face, but you can't quite make it out perfectly in the dark. And he says, "What?"
What's that on your face, bud?
Roll your perception.
8.
You just can't see what it is. And he's like, oh, this nothing. And he kind of like wipes his face a little bit, and he stands up. He looks a little jittery, and he says, so what were you asking about? The food?
When do we get food?
Oh,
yeah.
The food. Glenn Mullen, when are we going to get our food for today? Glenn Mullen looks at you and says, in due time. He's like, that's the answer you're going to get, I'm afraid. How are things going over there? Bayerbeis kind of like gets up, and he's kind of like next to Kira right now, and he's like standing behind you, and he says, I think the sun's out. It's time to dance.
Dude, I'm getting really scared right now.
He places one
Let me
hand
get
on
the
either
fuck
side
out.
of Kira, and he's like kind of slow dancing with you a little bit.
I'm gonna push him away, but like gently, like stop that, please.
He kind of looks at you with a smile, and his hands are still like outstretched as if he's like waiting for you to like join him.
Yeah, I'm gonna join him.
You guys are kind of slow dancing a little bit together. He looks really happy right now.
All right, that's enough, Barbara.
He leans in a little bit, and he whispers in your ear. He says, "Behind the woman, next to the man."
I'm gonna back off. That's enough.
You'll find the king. Okay, Glenn Mullen comes and tosses each of you a loaf of bread, and one to Valar as well. Here's your food for the day.
All right, Mario. I'll give.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Mario, I'll give you my loaf of bread when you steal. Is that a deal? Are you good?
Barry looks at you and looks at the bread and says, "All right, deal. Let's do this."
Why don't you just ask the ferret how far he dug to get here? Maybe he can just dig you guys out.
Tiny hole.
It's a
There's like 5 tiny holes. They'll become one medium hole.
Mario. How
Never
deep
mind.
underground are we?
We're about 28 barbs underground.
Okay. So
Nice.
so you think you can dig a hole for us to escape through that hole?
I mean, like you guys are pretty fat.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll fit. To
No.
be honest.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let's just steal that key.
Okay. So you can roll me animal handling here
Okay.
against Glenmullen's perception.
I'm gonna use Beast Expert to get an advantage.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, so I get an 18.
I got a 5. Mario crawls through the small opening of the gate and runs off after Glenmullen. Glenmullen says, "What the?" And she just turns around as if she felt something. She looks left and right and doesn't see anybody. And she kind of shrugs and keeps walking. Mario comes back and he has the key between his mouth, in his mouth.
What a beauty!
I got it. I got the key.
All right, here's the bread.
A deal's a deal. He
I
says,
take
and he
yeah.
grabs the bread and he starts like walking towards the hole to go
Wait,
back.
Mario,
Mario stops and he looks at you with the bread in his mouth. Yeah, what?
stay safe, buddy.
Right back at you, Captain. And he crawls into this small hole and disappears.
What a nice guy. All right, we have the key, boys.
Now we can leave.
So
Well,
what's the
I think-
plan?
I
What do you
think-
go? What's happening with you, Foucault?
Yeah.
Well, we still don't have the password for the elevator.
The door opens, Vakur, and a dwarven guard comes in and says, "Time for your food." He tosses 2 loaves of bread in, and he lowers both of you guys down to the ground. You guys are still chained to the wall, but the mechanism isn't holding you up anymore.
Levitate your dagger. Get him.
Vinko kind of crawls towards his loaf of bread right now.
Vedran, is that you?
It is not me.
You said Kedron?
Oh,
Ve-
is this-
you said Vedran.
Vedran, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Vedran. Why?
Oh, Vinko here was talking to me about you. Apparently, you're a very nice man.
Oh yeah, Vinko's a good man. It's quite unfortunate that he's down here. I thoroughly regret it for him. Vinko kind of like sitting cross-legged and he's eating his bread and he just nods.
Are you a man of Dija?
Well, I was born in the Panish Mountains, like most dwarves here. Where are you from?
I'm also from Dija. I'm from the capital city of whatever it is. Sorry, the map is open
Oh,
somewhere.
you're from
over here.
Monroe, right?
Monroe, that's right. Yes.
Tell him you were.
I don't know exactly where I've been, where I'm from originally. Unfortunately, my 2 dads disappeared when I was young, so
2 dads.
I don't really
eh?
know. 2 dads, yes.
I had 2 moms, believe it or not.
Oh wow, that's it feels like we're parents brothers.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't you feel that, veteran? Don't you feel that?
He laughs a little bit.
Tell him you were part of the squad that stopped the Red Scorpion invasion.
I was part of the that squad there that stopped the Red Scorpion invasion.
What?
Unfortunately, yeah.
No way.
Unfortunately, I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah.
Well, that is crazy. I mean, that makes you a hero.
Where were you that day? Yeah. Well, it was a hard battle, tough fight.
It was. I was actually there that day. I don't remember seeing you in the cathedral though.
Oh, I was not a cathedral. I was deep in the trenches.
The trenches?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm more of a sneaky um, type person. Was actually sent here by Lord Mopatar himself to help
Who's Lord
Lady Weird
Mopatar?
Fury. The oh no, Mr. Croy. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I've been meeting a lot of people, a lot of lords. The lords. They're all the same, aren't they?
I suppose they
Yeah.
are. But tell me, what part of
Yeah.
the battle were you fighting in?
I was really in the trenches. Don't we're right
Tell
in
him,
there.
tell him you went to blow up the bridge in the cave system afterwards.
I was really in those cave systems. I was sent to blow up the bridge. You know the
No
bridge.
way.
Tell him you know Vesax.
I know this man called Vesax. Have you?
He's dead though.
I was down there with him, but unfortunately he's passed. It really hurts
That is
me.
crazy. Vesax is one of our strongest soldiers. And you
Oh,
went on a
you know
mission with
Vesax,
him.
of course.
Yeah.
Well, yes. Obviously, I was sent here by Lord Miller's Corey, so I didn't know that many people, but Vesax and myself were tight.
I heard
He's a
that
good man.
that strangers were the ones who helped us destroy the bridge, but I wasn't expecting to find one of you down here.
Well, I wasn't expecting to be here. I woke up in this prison. I don't know why I'm here.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, are we almost done? And he looks at Vinko. Vinko says, actually, I just need a few more minutes. Not a lot of water down here." Vedran says, "Oh, of course, of course." And he takes out his water skin and he walks towards Vinko to give him a bit of water. As he leans in and gives, Vinko starts drinking. Vinko punches Vedran straight in the face and puts his hand over Vedran's mouth and climbs over Vedran, attaching a chain around his neck. And he says, "Go get the door. Get the door. Close the door."
Okay, I go get the door. I'm on chains though. Like how far can I go?
You actually can walk all the way to the door with the chain.
All right, I close the door. Does it lock? It doesn't lock automatically, right?
It does lock actually.
Oh, I don't lock it. I mean,
Okay. He says, "Watch the hallway." And he says
watch the hallway.
he looks at Vedran and he says, "All right, Vedran, you know I don't want to hurt you, but me and he looks at you. What was your name again?
Doesn't matter.
Me and this guy, we're gonna get out of here. And you know that I need the password for the lift. Don't make me hurt you, Vedran." Vedran looks at Vinko and looks at Fakrur and then looks at Vedran and looks back at Vinko and says, "Okay, the password is Doogie. Just please knock me out. You have to make it look like this was an accident." Vedran says, "All right, but I'm a little weak. I don't think I can do that." He looks at Fakrur.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, don't worry about it.
All right, roll me here for a melee combat.
Knock him out with the pointy end of the dagger.
Got 6.
A 6, yeah. You kind of punch him, but he doesn't fall unconscious. He's like, "Could you please hit me harder?"
Yeah, I'll punch him again.
Go ahead.
I got a 5.
You punch him again.
I should just beat the shit out of him.
It's not working. Just come on. Give me all you got.
Here you
I
go.
got 18. I got 18.
And he gets completely knocked out.
Damn, sorry about that. Sometimes my arms really don't listen to me.
Vinko kind of puts his hand in Vedran's pocket, pulls out a key, and unlocks his cuffs. And he unlocks yours as well.
Thanks, Nico.
Alright.
I show him my tattoo at this point.
No fucking way.
That's right. The name's Fukuru. You better remember it.
All right, Fakrur, and he puts his hand out for you to shake it.
Right,
But like a bro shake, not like a normal handshake, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have like
handshake.
this. Like,
He brings you in, he tucks you in for a hug, you know?
Okay, good. All right.
One of those.
Bring it in.
It's like,
Okay.
is it awkward, or do you know how to do this?
Not yet. No, I've done it before.
Okay. And he says, "All right, now, I
He
haven't.
whispers, "I love you." What?
He opens the gate and says, "All right, I think the lift is this way," and he points to the right.
Wait, there are other members of the order that are imprisoned as well. We need to get them out.
Back to Kira and Kedron. What are you guys up to?
So we're gonna make a run for it. I think. Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe we should just start unlocking all the jail cells and tell them to go into the arena or something. Just to cause chaos.
That could work. Or how many guards do we see?
There's at least 3 around this area. You don't see them.
There's
right
3
now.
that are, but okay, but like they're patrolling, right?
Yeah, they're patrolling the area.
Okay, so I think we should just sneak out.
All right.
We can unlock cells on our way.
Valar approaches the front of his cell and leans in and says, "Please let me out too. Come on, let me out."
Can I see what's on his face now?
You roll me perception.
19.
Okay, yeah, you notice a bit of blood under his left nostril.
Why are you bleeding? What happened?
Just never mind that. Just please let me know.
Riff.
If you don't answer me, I will not let you out.
Fuck. Okay, fine. I might have bought some riff today at the arena. It's not a big deal. All right. Just please let me out of here.
Oh, no.
From Glenmullen?
Not from Glenmullen. You remember I went to visit that friend of mine?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see what I can do. All right. So I'm gonna pop muffle on. I'm gonna use muffle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use muffle.
Okay.
And yeah, we're gonna unlock the door and try to sneak out, and we'll unlock. We can. I don't know. Do we unlock like it's a hallway? If we go to unlock cells, we're gonna get noticed. No.
Well, we just go in, we turn the key, and then kind of open the door. Then we leave.
What if we open our door and we toss him the key?
Why
Oh,
would
okay. Okay, let's open our door and not open. Let's unlock it and toss him the key. Tell him to unlock his and like.
Oh, and just like toss it around to all the.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Sure.
I think you should just unlock everyone, dude.
Unlock
Cause
everyone?
ruckus. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
but it might signal an alarm, and they might not let the elevator go.
Yeah. I think we can, because I think we can sneak out easily,
All right.
like stealthily.
Too bad your ferret boy isn't there to, give us some warning. Or lead the way.
Oh, but my ferret boy's is gone.
Yeah.
Deal the deal.
All right, but let's leave. What do we do about Buyer Bryce?
Bryce is kind of like curled up in a corner right now, and he's kind of like hands on the wall right now, and he's kind of like he looks like he's like contemplating the wall a little bit, and he's got his tongue like sticking out. He's not sure if he wants to like lick the wall or not.
I think we can just leave him there. Your call. What do you think? We should just go for it or just like unlock people?
No, I think if they, unless we can coordinate it until after we're on the elevator, the lift, or whatever.
Okay.
No, I think we should sneak out. I don't want to take that chance too much.
All right. Do we toss him the key?
Why not?
Toss me the key. Toss me the key.
All right. So we wait till like we see no guards, and we're gonna unlock our cell and sneak out.
All right, you guys peek in the hallway, and you see Glenn Mullen's not there. You don't see any guards right now.
Now or never.
Okay, so let's go.
So what do you do?
I unlock the door.
Click. The door opens.
I'm gonna sneak out, and I'm gonna toss the key to Varel and start sneaking my way out.
All right, you start walking out your doorway, and you prepare to launch the key to Valar. Right as you do that, Buyer Bryce runs straight at you, and says, "Long live the king!" And he jumps you, and you kind of drop the key a little bit. He goes clink, 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 and you fall a little bit over.
Why? Can I knock him out?
He looks at you, and yeah, you can try to
You
knock him out. Yeah,
can intercept him.
I'll just hold him in a chokehold.
go ahead and try.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you kind of got him in a chokehold with your hand over his mouth.
And yeah, let's go pick up that key and throw it in the right place. I mean, I don't really know what Briar Bryce wants, and I don't really think it's important.
So he's asleep now?
No, he's not
No,
asleep, but he's kind of controlled right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, well, just like toss him back in the cell and let's go.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, you guys toss him back in the cell. Do you close the door behind you?
Yep.
Okay.
Definitely.
And what do you do with the key?
Do you have it?
Well, it's on the floor. We can just pick it up and toss it to
Yeah, okay.
Alan.
To Valar?
Baylor.
You toss it to Valar, and Valar says, "Thank you."
Alright, but we try to dip quick before he like opens it and is with us. We want to go before him.
Okay, you guys are running which way? Right or left?
All right.
Which way? We remember where we came from.
Wherever
Wherever the lift is.
well, Fukur was dragged away in that direction.
He was dragged right?
Left or
I
right?
don't know. Yeah, so let's go right.
Can we roll for knowledge?
Yeah, you can roll for memory.
Alright, I'll roll for memory.
I can do
That's
that too.
intelligence.
Okay.
You guys
Thank
do not remember which way.
Valar, which way? Which way is the lift?
Valar says, I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't been on the lift in years.
Fukur, which way were you? Which way were you dragged?
I think it was right, dude. I don't know.
I'll just go right.
All right, you guys go right. You guys are walking across several cells, and many of the prisoners are kind of going towards you. You cross a cell with 3 orcs in them, and you see Ilifar in there as well. He's at the edge, and he looks at you with a smile. He's going somewhere.
No.
I'm not stopping.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'll stop. No, I don't know what to do.
Doesn't matter. Screw this guy.
Yeah, but maybe he knows stuff. What if?
Yeah, I'll say, what's it to you?
What's a what? Sorry.
What's it to you? Like, what do you
Well,
care?
Get us out of here, and we'll help you.
Yeah, I think you should take him.
We left the key.
And did Valar go? Did Valar? What's up with Valar?
Valar is unlocking the door and kind of like opening it, and kind of crouching a little bit, not sure which way to go either.
Valar,
Having
Bring
a
the
bunch
key.
of orcs would be pretty useful.
Valar walks over, and Briar Bryce hits again at the gate and says, "Long live the king!" really loudly. And
It's fine. He does it all the time.
yeah, Valar approaches you guys all crouched. No guards have come yet.
Alright, oh man. Alright, let's unlock him.
Alright, you grab the key and you turn it in the keyhole. There's 3 orcs in here and Ilifar as well. You open the door and Ilifar and the 3 orcs come out. Ilifar looks at you and smiles and says, "You guys have bigger balls than I thought you'd have."
Well, so do you, I guess.
Nice.
Where are the other orcs? You want us to unlock them?
Yes, sure. Give me the key.
The 3 remaining. Alright, I toss him the key.
Boys, come with me. And he runs off towards down the hallway, the direction you guys are going. He turns left.
Wait. I ask him first which way's the lift?
He looks at you and he says, "Go down the hall that way." And he points the opposite way. You guys are supposed to go left.
Do you know if the orc I met in the mines is there too?
You don't see him right now.
Okay. Because I like to bring him with me as well.
Do we stick with LFR and unlock people, or do we just go for the
I
lift
think
alone?
having a group of orcs would be very beneficial.
We'll go with them.
Yeah.
Okay. They're kind of moving down the hallway, and right as they're about to turn a corner, one of the dwarven guards says, "What the?" And they jump the guard. One grabs the axe, the other one punches him straight in the face, and they knock him out. They take his battle axe, and they take his key, and the prisoners are starting to like get agitated, and people aren't sure whether they should yell or make a noise. Most people are being quiet. Everyone's trying to ask them to open the gate for them. And you hear some shouting coming from that direction. Do you guys go with them or no?
LFR.
Ilifar is busy right now.
Okay.
No, we'll go with them.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with them.
Okay, you guys are following them closely behind as they get to Bogat's cell, and they unlock it. Bogat just looks burnt everywhere. His hands are kind of like melted a little bit. And he just looks at you guys and he says, "What do you guys want? How did you get here?" And Ilifar says, "It's your lucky day, orc. We're getting out of here." He opens the cell, and Bogat begrudgingly comes along. So yeah, you guys have 4 orcs now with you. Ilifar says, "Okay, we got to go for the lift now."
All right.
But my orc friend in the mines, I want him too.
Yeah, we need to find this orc.
If you want to go save him, have a merry old time. But I'm not giving you this key.
I have. You guys don't have the password for the lift.
Yeah.
We'll find it. We'll get a guard to talk.
Good luck then. You're taking your chances. We know the the password.
What's the password?
Okay, well, you guys have 2 keys right now. Just give me one.
Fuck off, he says. You're a piece of shit.
We let you out.
That's so random. Whatever. Let's just leave.
You sucker punched me.
Yeah, but you were being okay. Whatever. Let's just go with them.
And they're kind of moving along. You hear several of the prisoners screaming because they're not being let out. And they start screaming, "They're escaping! Prisoners are escaping! Prisoners are escaping! Guards, come here! Come here!" And you hear shouting coming. You also hear a sort of alarm. It's kind of like a sound, kind of like a tea kettle boiling very high. And all of a sudden, all the torches get lit automatically, lighting up the entire prison. You hear shuffling of feet coming from either direction right now.
Ilifar, open cells.
Just open every door.
Ilifar looks at you a little scared, and then looks at his orcs and says, "Do what he says." And they start unlocking cells at random right now, letting prisoners out. Do you guys do the same?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go from cell to cell, opening a bunch of doors, as 12 dwarven guards come from the southern side of the corridor, and it looks like another 12 are coming from the northern side. The dwarves say, "All prisoners get down to the ground with your hands above your head, and no one needs to get hurt." That's not what happens. All of the prisoners start rushing into the hallway, and chaos ensues. Dwarves start chopping with their axes at prisoners as they try to disarm the soldiers, and a huge fight erupts in this hallway right now. You guys are kind of stuck in the middle of these 2 fights.
Okay, we need to push through one of them.
Yeah, we need to get out of there. But yeah, okay, let's go. They're from both sides of the hallway.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go towards the side we were running with when he said let's go towards the lift.
Yeah.
So you're trying to go towards
So the left
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that's the side Ilifar is on, and there's his 4 dwarves, and so his 4 orcs. And there's maybe 10 prisoners right now. The prisoners are getting destroyed right now by the dwarves. They're getting completely cut down. Half of them have already died as the dwarves are advancing towards you. Same thing is happening from the other side. Not many prisoners are left.
What about the orcs?
The orcs are kind of hanging behind, trying to protect Ilifar, and they're looking left and right, not sure what to do. Ilifar says, "At least we die in glory, boys. We die free men." As they get ready to fight the dwarven army.
Oh my god.
One of the orcs has a battle axe, right?
Yeah, one of the orcs has a battle axe.
My guy, I'm gonna need that axe.
Fuck off.
You're way stronger than me.
Yeah,
If we
I'm not
want
gonna
to get
give you
out,
my only weapon.
So then use it.
but you don't need it.
Carve it
You guys fucked me up earlier. I'm only good with an axe. If we're gonna get out of here, I'm gonna need that axe, man.
At this point, we're dying in glory, my friend.
We're getting
You
out
should
of
be
here.
ready
Trust
to
me,
do the same.
dude. Give me a roll. Come on.
Go ahead, you can roll. Well, what are you trying to roll? Charisma, or are you trying to roll
Yeah,
like, strength to take
no.
it from him?
No, charisma.
Intimidation.
I rolled a 17. 17 charisma.
All right, he got a 17 as well. You can try using strength.
All right. No, I'm not gonna start fighting an orc.
Back down, boy. If you know what's good for you. Heroes
Whatever.
need to learn to die a glorious death, he says. Yeah, you guys are kind of stuck between these two things. There's only a couple cells in between. These are empty cells now, as the dwarven army is kind of closing in on you guys from both sides.
I think we can hide in one of the cells.
No, we need to push through while they're
But
still
they're
fighting.
not listening to us.
Yeah, but they're about to fight. Like, when they start fighting, that's the play.
Kedron, you look in one of the cells, and you see kind of one of the cells seems a little strange. It looks like the stones are a bit older in this part of the prison. You notice some strange paintings actually on the walls.
Can I investigate?
Sure, you can roll me for investigation.
16.
Yeah, 16. You just see a couple paintings. You see one of the paintings looks like a woman actually, and she's kind of like holding a star in her hands, and next to her is it looks like a man dressed in robes, and he's got a kind of a beard, and they're not dwarves, they're actually humans. This painting.
Wait. What was the guy saying?
Painting on the wall.
Behind the woman next to the man? What was he saying?
Behind the woman next to the man, there's the king.
So that can I like move the painting of the woman with the star? Like see what's underneath it?
It's a painting on stone. Does that make
On
sense?
stone. Okay, so can I just like start palpating the
Break
rocks?
it down.
Okay, so you're kind of touching the rocks right now, and you just feel like stone wall right now.
Can I like smack it a little harder to see if there's anything like if it pushes through?
Yeah, it seems quite solid.
Okay, I don't know then. I have no idea.
There's maybe 7 prisoners left on either side.
Or the
The orcs are still ready. They haven't fought yet.
There has to be a way out.
6 prisoners on either side.
I don't know, man. I'm out of idea.
Behind. Can I start touching the picture of the guy?
Yeah, you touch the picture of the guy. He looks like he has a crown on his head.
There's the king. Okay. Can I like roll perception to see if there's any like loose stones or any?
Yeah.
I got a 14, I think. With,
Yeah, you see no loose stones. This looks like a very, very solid wall. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm
You feel
really
a strange, like magical energy coming from this wall, though.
I mean, I can try to lightning the wall, but I don't think it'll do anything. I don't think we have any other
5
options.
prisoners left.
Okay, I'm gonna disarm the orc.
All right, go ahead and roll. Oh!
Natural 20.
And yeah, you managed to punch the orc straight in the face, and he drops the axe. You have a battle axe in your hands now.
Feels good.
Kedron, you feel like there's a spell on this wall.
Can I
How
try
many?
to- Wait,
Is it a
can I
plus
try
2
to-
like the other dwarven
It's
battle
plus
axe?
2.
Okay.
Can I quickly try to feel the magical energy here?
Yeah, it feels like there's like a lock on this wall.
Oh my god.
4
I mean-
prisoners left.
What skill do I get?
Oh yeah, it's true. Disarm. Do you already have disarm? Melee
No.
combat.
Does it go
disarm.
in hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, that's fine. You catch it. It feels like there's like a lock on this wall.
But I don't know.
Magical lock.
Magical lock. Can I try to unlock it
How?
with my magic skill?
You can try. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's a 21.
Yeah, you detect that there's a passcode that needs to be spoken. Here.
Okay.
For crew, what's the passcode?
The one for the elevator is Duje, but maybe it's something Bio Bryce was saying.
I think it's what Briar Bryce is saying. So I'm gonna
Say there lies the king.
Well, I'm gonna say the full thing. Next to the man, behind the woman, there lies the king.
So you feel like you're close. You feel the magical energy pulsing, like it's waiting for you to say something.
Is it next to the woman, behind the man, there lies the king?
No, you had it.
I think it's something with the star too, though. She's holding a star.
What do I do with the star?
Say it's the king. Long live the king!
And the
Long
door,
live the king.
the door opens. The wall spins along an axis, revealing a small crack in the wall that you can push. There's 2 prisoners left as the dwarven army is
I'm
closing
coming.
on you.
I'm coming!
2 of the orcs get killed.
I'm in the cell.
Yeah, what do you guys do?
Wait, so we're through the secret door.
Kenjin, you push on the wall and you feel the axis move a little bit, just enough to let you both slip through in, and you close the door behind you.
Wow.
And you're in complete darkness. Fakrur.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah, what are you up
What's
to?
up? I took the what's his name? One second.
The what?
I took Vedran's sword and I gave it to Vinko. I take my dagger out.
Vinko,
And I'm like-
Vinko spins the sword with ability. He looks pretty good with his sword, but he still looks weak.
Nice. We don't have time to show off. All right, let's go to the let's go to the lift and get out of here.
All right. What about your friends?
From last I've heard, they're either out of here or dead.
All right, then let's go. And he crouches down and he starts walking off with you, following you. You navigate through a couple of hallways, and you don't find the lift, but you do end up in this large room, and this room has cages all around it, in this large circular fashion. And in the center, it looks like a small opening. It kind of looks like a small arena as well, but different one from the previous one. It's a smaller circular arena with 2 openings on either side of it. It's dark in here. No torches are lit, but you hear coming from this room, from several of these cages, and you hear coming from another one of them.
Do you have
Looks
any
like
idea
this-
where we are, Vinko?
Never been.
My dogs!
Never been to this place. It looks like there's 20 dogs in this room, locked up in cages.
You recognize Aquila if you
Is
see
there
him.
Killa anywhere here?
Yeah, you need to get some sort of light source going. You can't see.
All right, well, I have no way of doing that. So, I mean, Vinko, do you have any idea where they would hide our weapons or put our weapons?
I think
I don't know.
it's at the top of the lift. We have to take the lift first to get there.
Do you have any idea where the lift might be?
No idea. Like I said, I've been here for a week now, and I was pretty knocked out when I woke up.
Damn. So was I. All right. Well,
And several of
I'll
the
try the
dogs
hatch.
start,
I'll try the hatch in the middle.
There's
See where
no
that leads me.
the hatch. What do you mean the hatch?
You said there was something in the middle.
Yeah,
Like,
there's an arena. There's like there's a drop and then there's an arena down.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I'll go to the other door. There's another door?
Yeah, you
Or
start
just leave
walking
it there?
around and you're crossing a bunch of dogs in cages. You can't see them. It's too dark in here. Yeah.
Okay,
You
well,
go to the opposite door and there's a door and it kind of looks like it's been busted open out of its hinges. You see a bit of blood.
okay, I open it.
Yeah, you see a body and you see a mangled neck of a dwarf.
Damn, alright. I mean, I moved to the side. Does he have anything useful?
Yeah, you find
I-
a key.
Okay.
And you find another
Is there
dwarven
anything else in this
axe
room?
if you want to take it, a battle axe.
I'll give it to Vinko if he wants it. You want this, Vinko?
No, I prefer to use a sword.
Okay, well, I don't really have much use for a battle axe. Is this just like a closet or is this a door like it's a hallway?
This looks like a long corridor going down a tunnel.
Going down a tunnel.
Yeah, going down into a tunnel. You see a torch at the end of it.
Alright, well, I'll run down and get the torch.
Yeah, you pick up the torch.
And I come back up. I'm not going more down. Then.
You come back up towards the dog room.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in the dog room.
Alright, I'm looking for Aquila here, if I can find him.
You walk around and you see no white dogs in this room. Just black,
Any
brown, gray.
Any dogs that look chill? Like, are they all like aggressive?
They all seem pretty feral, but one of them seems kind of just chill. He's got his his legs crossed. He's a big black dog. He's just kind of like sitting there quietly. He looks sad.
I locked that one.
All right. He runs up to you and he kind of licks your fingers a little bit.
All right. I'm like, come along.
And he seems to obey pretty well.
I call him Buyer Rice.
Buyer Bryce.
Buyer Rice.
Long live the king.
All right. Well, I go back from the door I came in.
You see the cage right next to that dog's. It looks like the metal rods of the cage have been like torn off by something on the inside, and it looks like the dog that was in there has escaped.
My boy.
Okay. I'm guessing he went downwards. He killed the dwarf. I don't want to go downwards though.
It's not downwards. It's going horizontal.
Okay, then I'll go that way then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go that way.
Tunnel, and you end up in like an underground cave with water. There's a pond, and you see a white dog drinking out of the pond. It growls as you approach. And yeah, you see it's Aquila.
All right, I approach it, but with no ill intent.
He doesn't
Not
seem to
aggressively.
be very trusting of you.
I let it smell me, so like I just put my hand out, like maybe 2 meters away.
Okay, you can roll animal handling.
That's charisma.
I got 19. Is it charisma? Whatever.
Yeah, it's charisma.
Yeah.
20.
He seems to quickly calm down as he recognizes you and starts licking your fingers. The black dog actually seems to recognize Aquila too, and they kind of like nod at each other, but they don't like do anything.
Squad.
Okay. I try to follow this like water stream upstream, I guess.
Okay. You're following this stream upstream, and you see a iron door here.
I try the keys on it.
Yeah, it clicks open, and you hear what the? As two guards are there standing with their battle axes, and you see behind them is a corridor, and you see a lift at the end of it.
Oh. Hey guys. My name's Kruger. I was sent here just to let you guys know that their prisoners are escaping. They need your help.
The guards look at each other and then look back at you and say, "He's an escaped prisoner. We should take him in." And they're gonna attack you.
Okay. Well, I attack them. I get ready. I don't know. Well, I just close the door back. I just close the door again. I don't know.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because you have a surprise.
All right. Well, I just close the door, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Just close the door. Yeah, you actually
Alright.
shut the door down. Shut the door, and you hear them banging on the door and say, "Open up! Open up!"
All right. Well, now I levitate my dagger and like levitate it towards one of them. Try to kill it. Kill him.
But the door's closed.
Oh, it's a full-on door. I thought it was. Sorry. I was mentioning a gate.
No.
All right. Well, don't they have the keys to open it? Like they can't open it.
Well, right now it's not locked. I'm assuming you're holding it shut.
Okay. Well, I back away.
All right.
And
they open the door and they run towards you.
All right. Well, I guess in the time that I have, I poison enchant my dagger.
You don't have the time.
Well, they're quick. All
Unless
right.
you
Well,
want
I
Vinko
just get ready.
You get ready. Okay. So do you toss the dagger?
No, I keep it.
Okay. So what do you do?
Well, what are they doing? They're just charging. They're both charging at me.
Yeah.
Both of them.
You one for you, one for Vinko.
Okay. Well, I try to just dodge him. Dodge. I want him to attack him. Like I'm ready for him to attack, but I want to dodge him since he's using a heavy weapon. I think I'm fast enough to skip that first attack.
Roll.
That's dodging, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got 7.
Okay. With a 7, he misses his attack, giving you an opportunity. You have advantage on your next.
All right, I attack him with my dagger.
Actually, no, we got the same thing, eh? Yeah, but Vinko actually gets disarmed. Yeah. Your turn.
All right. Well, okay. Nothing happens to me. What happens to me? What does that guy do to me? Does he miss me?
No, you dodged him successfully.
Okay, I attack him with my dagger.
Okay, roll with advantage. Are you trying to kill him? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm trying to kill him.
He's dead.
He was gonna.
I have gotten 22.
He's gonna swing to kill Vinko,
20.
but your dagger goes straight through both of their necks, as they both drop down and drop their battle axes and die.
Collateral.
Yeah. All right, Vinko.
Vinko looks at you and nods, smiles a little bit, and picks up his sword.
Okay, buddy, come along. All right, we go to the lift.
All right, you guys arrive at the lift. Back to Kira and Kedron.
So we're in like the dark room.
Yeah.
You
There's no
guys are in
light.
a dark room, yeah.
I have
It's,
I have no way of making light. Do you have any gold on you?
any gold?
Yeah. Anything gold?
Did I take any while I was in the mines? I don't think I did. Maybe I snuck something in my pocket. No, I don't think I have any.
Okay. Well, then I have no way of making any light.
How about we just start like, oh, can I like make my hand glow with electricity?
You can try. Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have a
Go
little bit of
off.
It generates a little bit of light, yeah. You see you're in a stone tunnel. A little bit of water dripping from the walls, a little bit it's a very narrow tunnel, rocky on either side of it. It doesn't look carved. It looks like it's just part of the mountain right now. You're in a small tunnel. You see a bit of a faint light coming from the other end.
I guess we'll go investigate.
Yeah, you approach and a bit of water dripping, a bit of cold water drips on the back of your neck and goes down into your back a little bit. It's kind of colder in this room and quiet, just very quiet. You'll hear water dripping on water.
Is there anything around?
You walk and you're climbing a little bit. It's kind of an uphill walk. And now the tunnel opens up a little bit into a larger circular cavern room with water at the foot of it. You see a narrow stone, irregular, kind of like land, kind of like a rocky continuation of the path that you're on that's continuing and kind of climbing upwards into a small circular hill in the center of this underwater pond. At the top of the hill, there is a It looks like a box, like a long box, sitting there.
Is there anything in the box?
You approach, and it's very hard to see, but as you approach the box, it looks like a finely crafted wooden horizontal box, maybe 6.5 feet long. It looks finely crafted, wooden.
And it's just like a wooden box, and it looks like there's something inside.
You could try opening it.
I don't know. I feel it seems a little sus.
What? A suspect?
Suspected, yeah. Suspicious. Can I? Yeah, I'll just open it. Why not?
You crack it open, and as you start moving the wood off of it, you see a face, and you see a man, a corpse of a man there. He has no facial hair. He's wearing these long robes, and he has this black hair. He looks like a dead guy, but not a skeleton. His skin is still there, very pale.
Yes, that's the king.
Wait.
Wait, what are you thinking?
Are we in Nicodemus's like back room?
The corpse opens
Do I
its
recognize?
eyes.
Oh no.
Okay.
One hand places itself on one side of the coffin, and another one on the other one, as the body starts pulling itself upwards, and stretches its head. It looks up at you and smiles, and you see two large fangs on either side
I reckon.
of its teeth. You do not recognize this. He looks like a very fancily dressed man. You also notice a small crown around his head.
What the hell?
I haven't eaten in years. He
Oh fuck.
goes for Kedron and attacks Kedron first. Beat by
Alright.
18.
+6.
He
Oh.
grabs Kedron by the throat and lifts him up into the air as he opens his mouth and brings it towards Kedron's neck.
Can I kick him?
Kira's turn.
Oh.
Kira,
Sever his arm off. Yeah.
go ahead and roll.
Wait, sorry. I need to consult my sheet real quick. I'm dead. Oh, natural 20.
Yeah, you swing your axe down.
+6, by the way.
Cut off his arm. Kedron, you fall on the ground as his arm falls on the ground as well. His hand is kind of still wrapped around your neck and still applying tension, even though it's been severed. But it lets go, and you kind of manage to pick yourself up. Yeah, you see the path actually continues right now. It doesn't stop at this coffin. It continues towards the wall, and you notice that you're closer. You see that it kind of spirals upwards, all the way up, this tall drop. This long opening in the mountain here. You see a bit of light at the top.
Should we dip? Wait.
Run. Yeah.
Yep. Ask him
Run.
what his name is. Is this Nika Magus? Nika.
No, it's not him. It's not. I know. I would have recognized him.
Kira, you have a new skill, arm severing, I believe.
I don't. I have severing.
Yeah, so now you have dismemberment.
Dismemberment. That goes under severing?
Yeah. Or I could say severing tall enemies. Here you go. I put it. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm gonna roll here. All right, both of you roll me dexterity.
Oh. No.
Yeah. Kedron, you see a black cloud moving at you from the top at a dramatic speed, but you're not sure what it is. At the last minute, you see maybe 20 to 30 bats, a swarm of them, flying straight towards you. You manage to duck, but Kira's not so lucky as they catch him straight in the face, knock him back. Kedron, you're running and you make it to the ledge, but Kira, you fall back on the ground as the vampire leans in and takes a bite into your neck and begins drinking from your blood.
Oh, I don't have a chance to save.
Kira, you're gonna take 10 points of exsanguination damage, or blood loss damage.
Oh god.
Okay, blood loss.
I have no weapons. All I have is electricity. Can I like touch him? My electricity?
Yeah, you can try.
Wait, let me see. I'm at the ledge of what exactly?
There's a spiral ledge moving all the way up this giant chasm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
You can
I'm
choose
gonna
to
go.
run up and leave Kira behind if you want.
Yeah, absolutely not. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and try to paralyze this vampire.
Go ahead and roll.
That's 9 plus 2. It's 11.
What'd you get?
11.
Okay, I got a 14. So as you approach, you see Kira actually. Kira, you're very weak. You're gonna have disadvantage on your next turn. And Kedron, as you come, he swings, and almost with supernatural speed, hits you across the face. You're gonna take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and now you fall next to him as he approaches you to try to drink from your blood as well. Oh, it's been a long time, he says as he leans in to drink from your blood.
Oh no! Can I punch him back? Kick him?
Yeah, you can try.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh yeah.
It's a natural 20. You kick him across the
Oh
face,
yeah.
and he goes, "Ah!" Giving you enough time to grab Kira and pick him up and pull him towards the ledge as you guys are running upwards.
Let's get out of here.
Towards the light at the top of the chasm.
Okay.
He kind of lets you guys go, and he just starts cackling. As you see a spiral of bats just kind of flying upwards towards you guys.
He's still chasing us? Oh my
No,
god.
he's not chasing you guys. The bats are, and they're kind of bothering you. Both of you guys roll dexterity to avoid these bats.
Can I roll animal handling instead?
No, beat my 18.
Yes, 20.
And you guys both dodge these bats as they end up they give up chasing you and they go back towards him. You guys see the bats kind of swirl around him, and he kind of disappears in this swarm of bats, and the swarm of bats moves upwards and disappears up into the light of the moonlight. It looks like it's nighttime outside.
Ah, fuck.
Well, that's gonna kick us later.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys climb all the way up, and you're trying to move up. It's a long way up this chasm. Next up, we're at the lift right now with Fukrur and Vinko.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are in the lift. Vinko looks at you
Yeah.
and says, "Do you remember the password?" He said.
Yeah, it's Duje.
And the lift and starts climbing upwards as Vinko pulls the lever, and you guys start moving all the way up this long lift to another room with the two dogs. You guys are in a longer hallway now with lit torches. There is no guard here, but you see one room on the right with a torch lit next to it.
I take one of the torches off the wall.
Okay, you got it.
So wait, this is just one long hallway, and then you're telling
There's
me
one
that
room on the right, and there's a long hallway going upwards, with stairs going upwards.
can I just peek into the room on the right?
Yeah, you see, it's very dark in that room.
Okay, like this.
It's the door's locked, but there's like these bars, these metal bars. As you bring your torchlight closer, you see kind of like a rolling perception.
Damn, wait, far away from the computer. Uh, 1920. I got 20.
20. Yeah, you see a series of long. It looks like a large storeroom with several chests in it, and the chests have like names etched into them.
Okay. Can I try to unlock it with the key that I have?
Okay. Yeah, you start. Yeah, you move to unlock the door, and it clicks open, and you walk into this room with chests right now. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. What are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for like our stuff. So like looking through the names to see if like it's prisoner names.
All right.
Is it?
You start looking
Is
through
it
the room, but you hear a sound coming from the door that you just walked in from. It sounds like three people are walking in, and you hear one of them say,
like behind me?
you can't
Like
see
behind?
them because this is a large room, right? So there's like several. There's almost like 100 chests in this room.
All right. Well, I put out. No, I leave the torch on the ground and I like go away from it.
Okay. Vinco is right next to you. You hear footsteps coming, and it looks like it sounds like three dwarves are kind of moving in your direction towards the torchlight.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to stay away from it. I'm putting my finger on my mouth to help go not to make a sound.
Okay, with advantage, roll me stealth.
Let me just find my stats here. It's not sneaking. It's sneaking stealth, right?
You can use sneaking.
Okay. A critical one.
Critical one as you.
No, you have an advantage. You have an advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Thank God. 14.
That still won't do it. The three dwarves approach the light, but right as you put your finger up and look at Vinco to tell him to be quiet, you have your hand on one of the like shelves, and by accident you knocked over a hammer which fell on the ground, and the three dwarves look up at you, and they grab the torch and they see you, and the two of the dwarves say, "Lower your weapons." By Lady Windfury's, or I should say Lord Windfury's jurisdiction, you're under arrest.
I tell what's his name again? Vinco.
Yep.
Vinco to run. I tell him to run, but I don't run. I tell him to run.
Vinco looks at you and says, "I'm not leaving you behind." And two of the dwarves raise crossbows to shoot at both of you.
Oh, they're gonna shoot. Okay,
Yeah, they
that's
look
fun.
like they're gonna shoot.
I try to levitate their crossbows off their hands,
Okay, go ahead and roll.
or at least to make it like drift off.
Go ahead and roll. Roll a disadvantage because there's two crossbows.
3.
Okay, and it looks like your levitation fails as you're struggling to levitate them, but they're faster than you, and they're about to pull the trigger, and you see all of a sudden a dagger come out of the throat of one of them, and another one come out of the throat of the other, as they both get stabbed through the neck from the back by the third dwarf. They both collapse on the ground.
Like, okay.
Dwarf walks into the light. You see these large red locks. And you see him wipe the daggers on his sleeve and says, "Ugh, bloody business, this whole thing."
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Korag. I work for Lord Windfury, I guess, until now. Long story. Maybe it's best that you just take advantage of this opportunity. We have a mutual enemy.
Why are you helping us?
We have a mutual enemy, so I think it's best I let you both go. Yeah, this will be goodbye. He turns and he walks off into the darkness.
All right. Well, I take the torch back up, but I look for my box.
Yeah, you find your stuff. You find Kira's stuff. You find Kedron's stuff as well.
Okay, I give everything that's not mine. I just give it to Vinco, and like you could use this till we find the other people, and I use my stuff. I also look around in the other boxes to see if I can find anything of value.
Smart.
Go ahead and roll me for searching. This will be a wisdom check.
13.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Wow.
Yeah, you find this here. I'm sending you a link. Okay, I'm sending it to you on Discord. Actually, I'm gonna write it in your inventory. Okay, so I'll put it in the trinkets pouch. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like a. You can click the link if you want. It's kind of like a long cloak. It has a beak, like a skull beak, and it has a lot of feathers all across it. Yeah. So, yeah, do you get out of here? Hello? Hello?
Who is that?
Fakur, do you get out of here? Okay, he's not answering. Kira, Kedron?
Yep.
Yep.
You guys make it to the top, and you push out a small rock, and you find yourselves in a small forest in the mountains. It's snowing outside, and yeah, you guys don't see any footprints around you. You're kind of in the wild right now, in the snow. You see Swinford's lights up top, and yeah, you guys are basically outside in the moonlight right now. What is your plan going forward?
I mean, we need to find Fukur.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we should meet up, go back to the city.
Okay, so you guys are gonna probably wait for him out here, I think, unless you want to go back into the city.
No, we can wait here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys.
Yeah, we'll wait here.
You guys can probably set up like a campsite or something in the forest.
Yeah. I will get firewood.
Fukur? Okay, we can't hear Fukur anymore.
Because mic stopped working.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, Fukur, you pick up this item, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I put it on.
Okay. And so it's like a large feathery cloak.
Cool.
Okay, and yeah, you guys start walking outside towards the hallway, and as you approach, you kind of climb a staircase, and you see a trail of bloody dwarven bodies, and they seem to all have been stabbed across the neck, one by one, and you just see the doors wide open and leading outside into the street of Swinford. And you see it looks like a dwarven body has been dragged inside, so there's no body outside alerting anybody. You guys kind of walk straight out of this jail.
Okay. I mean, are we just in the town now?
You guys are in Swinford right now. It's a dwarven town with marble buildings, and it's kind of chiseled into the mountain, the entire town. You see the moonlight up in the sky, and you can probably communicate with Kira and Kedron right now.
We're waiting for you. Like in the woods outside the city.
Okay, well I guess I'll go there then.
Okay, you and Viron walk outside of the city. No one tries to stop you guys. It doesn't seem like there's any guards that are noticing anything suspicious about you guys, and you're making your way towards the other two in the woods, and that's where
Do I still have
for today.
BioBice?
What? The dog?
My new dog. Yeah.
Yeah, you have the two dogs. You guys can get reunited with Kedron and Kira in the woods. The two dogs jump on Kira.
Hey.
Both of them?
Both of them do.
Yep.
Okay, well, it's your dog now.
This boy is called Hades. He's also my dog.
BioBice is a better name, but whatever.
Dude.
Long live the king.
Long live.
All right, good game, guys.
GG.
Well played.